Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very, very warm welcome to the 2025 Abu Dhabi T10 Player Draft. I'm Sohail Chandok, and alongside me is the delightful Tanvi Shah, and we're absolutely thrilled to be here today. It's an absolute honor to be your host, and we come to you live from the heart of the UAE, the vibrant city of Abu Dhabi, for what promises to be another electrifying season of cricket's fastest format.
Well, you said it, Sohail. There's an electric buzz in the air tonight, and with good reason. As we step into the 9th season of the Abu Dhabi T10, the stakes are higher, the competition is fiercer, and the talent pool is absolutely world-class.
It is.
The franchises have done their homework, the think tanks are ready to strategize, and the players are waiting to hear their names called. This is where it all begins, right here in Abu Dhabi.
Cannot wait for this season to get going as well, because last year's tournament was an absolute masterclass in T10 cricket, and the Deccan Gladiators made history, didn't they?
They sure did, Sohail, securing their 3rd championship title. That's no small feat. Consistency, firepower, and serious intent. They brought it all to the table in 2024, and now the big question is, can they do it again? Or will there be another team that rises and claims the crown this year?
Oh, that's going to be the big question. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin this exciting evening, we kindly invite all of you that are able to please rise for the national anthem of the United Arab Emirates.
Before we move on, I'd like to invite Matt Boucher, the CEO, Abu Dhabi Cricket and Sports Hub.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Hello, Matt.
Good evening.
Matt, we're excited. Another brilliant season of Abu Dhabi T10 coming up. Can't wait for it to get going. How thrilled are you to be back?
Yeah, it's amazing. The years are flying by, aren't they? 7th year now in Abu Dhabi, and we're as pleased as we could ever be. 8 strong teams. We've got brilliant stakeholders with the Emirates Cricket Board, Abu Dhabi Cricket and Sports Hub, Department of Culture and Tourism. So, yeah, we go again. We've got over 500 international and UAE players all shortlisted for the draft tonight. So, yeah, big moment. The draft, here we are, signifies the first real milestone, and less than a month to go before the players take to the field. So, really looking forward to it.
Anything else you'd like to say to the world watching at this point, ahead of what is another pivotal moment for all these 8 teams, the player draft?
Player draft, yeah, absolutely. Thanks, I suppose from our side, a real heartfelt thanks to all the players that are interested in playing this unique format in Abu Dhabi. It's a brilliant destination, and we're pleased that all the players come to Abu Dhabi, and all the 8 team owners and coaches who are hard at work behind the screens tonight, all selecting the best team compositions for the 2025 trophy. So, yeah, thanks to everybody who believes in Abu Dhabi as a great event, and onwards and upwards.
We're looking forward to it.
We're looking forward to it, Matt. So, hey, let's take a moment to talk about our incredible host city, Abu Dhabi. Can you believe it? It marks our 7th year in this spectacular destination. It's also a proud continuation of the partnership between T10 Global and a unique triangular relationship with the Abu Dhabi Cricket and Sports Hub, the Department of Culture and Tourism Abu Dhabi, and the Abu Dhabi Sports Council. A heartfelt thank you to Matt Boucher and his amazing team. You've been nothing short of phenomenal. You are true event partners in every sense, and we're genuinely privileged to call Abu Dhabi our home.
Well, we are privileged, and now for all of you who haven't quite experienced it yet, you need to visit because it's vibrant, it's beautiful, and personally, I absolutely love it. So let's take a look at our stunning host destination, Abu Dhabi.
Experience Abu Dhabi.
Thank you so much, and it's going to be special to see all of you next month in the Abu Dhabi sunshine. I'd like to also express our appreciation to the Emirates Cricket Board for their continued support, because everyone listening knows the importance of having sanctioning partners, and we thank the International Cricket Council and the Emirates Cricket Board for their unwavering support as well.
Well, yes, and thanks to the ICC and ECB for everything. Abu Dhabi T10 would like to thank our official broadcasters in India, Star Sports. Watch us live from 18th November to 30th November 2025. And as we gear up for the 2025 draft, let's take a moment to look back at the 2024 season and get a glimpse of what lies ahead.
Why not?
We're really excited for the season that's coming up, and we're nothing without our sponsors. Abu Dhabi T10 would like to welcome our 2025 sponsors.
Yeah, without whom none of this would be possible. Mirka's T10, BC Games Esports, Vimal, Mulcoin, Fashion TV IU, and Pizza Awards.
Well, we're delighted to have them on board and are grateful for their support. Now, teams, you have 5 minutes until the draft begins, so please begin your final preparations.
And at this point, I'd love to invite the man whose vision is behind the T10 format itself. I'd like to invite the founder and chairman of Abu Dhabi T10 and T10 Global, Nawab Shaji ul Mulk, to please say a few words.
You've seen now the fantastic selection of 50 players who have pre-signed in the draft. And as it's a tradition, I would like to welcome all our distinguished partners, Your Excellencies, team owners, players, and fans. Good evening, good day, and good morning to all of you in different parts of the world. And welcome again to the Players Draft of Season 9, Abu Dhabi T10, the world's fastest league. I would also like to thank His Excellency Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan, the Emirates Board Chairman, the Emirates Cricket Board, the Department of Culture and Tourism Abu Dhabi Sports Council, and Abu Dhabi Sports Hub, led by my very good friend Matthew Bosher and his outstanding team. Thank you, Matt, and all the departments, your unwavering support and the passion to support T10 has made what Abu Dhabi T10 is today. As the season marks not only the 50 top international 15, but also another 100 are going to be signed today. So with this, I think no other league in the world actually has 150 internationals playing in a single tournament. And for this, I thank all the owners of the past. And this year, historic moment is being created. For the first time ever in the history of sports in UAE, cricket, we have 3 top UAE local family owners in the franchise ownership, led by none other by His Highness Mr. Nawab, the chairman of Ajman Tourism and Ajman Land Department, owning Ajman Stallions, followed by another excellent businessman, His Excellency Ahmed Khoury, who is also the member of the National Committee. Ahmed Marzouki owns Vista Riders, another prominent businessman. And also very exciting to see the PSL top team Quetta Cavalry, led by Mr. Nadeem Omar, joining us this year. And also for the first time, we have a wholly owned, lady-owned team. Our ex-champion Northern Warriors have now been bought by Almas and supported by Harun. So we'll welcome you all. Plus, of course, let's not forget our champion teams, Deccan Gladiators, led by Gaurav, Delhi Bulls by very dynamic Nick Bhatnagar, and Royal Champs, Rohit Bhatta. So, taking all these new entries, we wish everyone the best of luck. And today is the day your planning starts. And all the best. God bless.
Thank you so much, as always, Shaji.
Tanvi, and thank you as well. We're going to get a move on into the draft, but thanks so much. I know you're going to be busy chatting with a bunch of the owners, players, and many more as well. So thanks so much for joining us.
Well,
so far.
thank you, Sohail. I'm going to let you crack on and see you back in the studio.
See you in a bit. All right. Now, time to introduce the powerhouses of this brilliant tournament. The teams which make this tournament absolutely possible and as special as it is. First up, we've got the Ajman Titans, led by their owner, Mr. Mehraj Hussain, under the esteemed patronage of His Highness Sheikh Abdul Aziz bin Humaid Al Nuami. Next up are the Aspen Stallions, owned by Mr. Mir Hashim Ahmed Khoury. Up next, the reigning champions, the Deccan Gladiators, led by team owner Mr. Gaurav Grover. Next up, the Delhi Bulls, owned by Mr. Nilesh Bhatnagar. Up next are the Northern Warriors, owned by Miss Almas Ahmed. Next up, we've got the Quetta Cavalry, owned by Mr. Nadeem Omar. Now we move across to the Royal Champs, owned by Mr. Rohit Bhatta. And finally, last but not least, the Vista Riders, owned by Mr. Ahmed Mohammed Ahmed Al Marzouki. Well, this year, Abu Dhabi T10 is set to be bigger and better than ever before. The teams have already kicked off the season with player retentions and direct signings as well. So let's take a look at the squads so far. We're going to start in alphabetical order, and therefore we'll start with the Ajman Titans. And they've got a really, really good-looking squad already. Moeen Ali in amongst them. You've got Riley Rousseau in the mix as well. Piyush Chawla in amongst their global legends. The leggy will, of course, bring his experience into the mix. Will Smead, Jason Berendorf is their Category A player. Dan Lawrence brings a bit of might as well. And Alishan Sharafu is the UAE star in amongst it. We'll now move across to the Aspen Stallions. They've got some big key signings already done and dusted. Sam Billings, the first of the lot. You then move across to Timal Mills. You're going to see a lot of variety from that man, as always. Harbhajan Singh is the global legend in the house, and no doubt the variation from him will be critical to watch. Andre Fletcher will look to hit it an absolute mile. Avishka Fernando, Binura Fernando, the two Sri Lankans in the mix as well. And we've also got Zohair Iqbal from the UAE. Moving on, we go to the reigning champions, the Deccan Gladiators, and they have got some serious might in their unit already. Nicholas Puran, how can you not start there? Marcus Stoinis, who hits it an absolute mile. Dre Russ is in the house as well, alongside fellow Caribbean Akil Hussain, Tom Kohler-Cadmore, who's had a tremendous run in this format already, Usman Tariq in Category B, and Ibrar Ahmed from the UAE also for the Deccan Gladiators, a part of their direct signings. We now move to the Delhi Bulls, and this looks like it's a serious unit, because look at some of these names and you know there's going to be the wow factor to go with it. Rovman Powell to start things off. That is a key signing in terms of the man at the top of the order there. Phil Salt in amongst it, and he's going to get the innings going, no doubt. Kyron Pollard joins that middle order might with Rovman Powell. Tim David adds even more to that middle order might. Sunil Narayan, he'll float anywhere, he'll bowl anywhere. He's the perfect team man in amongst it. Salman Irshad in amongst the mix as well. And from the UAE, you've got Mohammad Rohid. Up next, we will move across to the Northern Warriors. And the Northern Warriors also look like they've got a serious setup coming into the draft itself. Who else will they add to this mix? Because already you've got Trent Bolt, as you can see in that picture. But before that, Shimron Hetmeyer up at the top as the icon player. Trent Bolt, the platinum star for them. Thisara Pereira, the global legend in the mix. Johnson Charles in Category A. And they've got Colin Munro as part of the unit as well. So just the 5 pre-season signings and retentions for this squad. So a bit more work perhaps to be done at this player draft in 2025. And we're going to move across now to the Quetta Cavalry. Liam Livingston starting things off, and no doubt he is going to be a key factor in this format, in this setup as well. Alongside him, plenty of experience. You've got Jason Holder in the mix, Mohammad Amir in the mix as well. Sikandar Raza, we know how critical he is in any situation you put him, whether with bat or ball. You've got Andreas Gauss, Imran Tahir, who just never seems to age, and you've got Mohammad Wasim rounding out the pre-season retentions and signings for this squad. We move now to the Royal Champs, and in amongst them, plenty of champion contenders already in the mix. Jason Roy is the first name that you'll see on that list as the icon player. Angelo Matthews adds plenty of experience, so too does Shakib Al Hassan. Chris Jordan, terrific with the ball, outstanding on the field, and can hit a long ball himself. Daniel Sams, another all-rounder, into Category A. Niroshan Dikwella comes into Vista Riders, heralded by Faf du Plessis as the icon player in the mix as well. But guess what? You've got Maddie Wade in the mix as a platinum player. Brilliant to see the left-hander and the keeper in the mix there. Sreesanth comes in as a global legend. Will be interesting to see him send in those outswingers yet again, year after year. Dwayne Pretorius from South Africa into Cat A. Bhanuka Rajapaksa into Category A as well from Sri Lanka. Unmukh Chand is the Category B star in the mix. And from the UAE, you've got Harshit Kaushik. What a phenomenal lineup each of these teams have already brought in together. So congratulations to all of you for signing such outstanding players for this season. So now it's time to gear up for the big draft. And this year, we had an unprecedented 1,000 player registrations, of which 64 played already. And look, the signings are incredible. We have a player pool of over 500 players to pick from in this draft alone. Players from 27 countries, 72 of which are from the home nation of the UAE, which bodes well for the future here as well. And 402 players are from full member associations, with 151 players from associate nations besides the UAE. So before we proceed to the player picks, let's take a moment to review a few key rules of the draft. I know all of you have gone through this, but just a reminder to some of you who are new to the draft process as well, so we can get ready for all the action to resume. So all teams coming in were permitted to direct sign and retain up to 7 players at a maximum. During this draft, therefore, each team must pick a player in each one of the rounds unless they already have a direct signed or a retained player in that particular category, in which case we'll skip their turn and go over to the next team who'll have the opportunity to pick. We've got the following rounds in tonight's draft: 1 round of category A, 3 rounds of Cat B, 3 rounds of Cat C, 3 rounds of the UAE Stars, and 2 rounds of the T10 Global Emerging Players. And towards the end, we'll have 2 optional rounds where teams will be permitted to pick a player from all of the following categories: Category A, Category B, Category C, UAE Stars, and the T10 Global Emerging Stars as well. Now, for categories A and B, each team will have a total of 90 seconds. So that's 1 minute and 30 seconds to confirm their player. For the rounds that feature Cat C, UAE Stars, and the T10 Global Emerging, each team will have 60 seconds to confirm their player. And for the 2 optional rounds thereafter, teams will be allotted just 45 seconds to select their players. So please keep these timelines in mind, because if a team does not successfully pick a player within the allotted time, they will only be allowed to pick a player at the end of the round unless there is a technical glitch from our end. So before we begin, let's quickly glance at the pick order for tonight. I'm pretty sure you guys have all gone through this, but just to give you an updated version of it so all of you are clear, have a look at this. Make sure it's all good and all clear for all of you at home. Ensure that you've got a screenshot ready, good to go, because we're all set to get on with the 2025 Abu Dhabi T10 draft. Good luck to all the teams, and we are at the cusp of a very special time, the 2025 Abu Dhabi T10 player draft, and we start off with Category A. And the first pick in Category A is with Quetta Cavalry. Your 1 minute and 30 seconds starts now. We've already got a few key members in this unit, so it will be interesting to see who they add. First up, the Quetta side. The pick is in, just waiting for our technical desk to okay the pick. And here we go. A big batter first up for Quetta Cavalry, drafted by the Cavalry. Evan Lewis comes in. The left-hander is going to be a key addition to that side. Well done, Quetta, and well done to Evan Lewis for being the first pick of the 2025 Abu Dhabi T10 player draft. We now move on to the next pick, and that is the Northern Warriors. Your 1 minute 30 seconds is on the clock. Northern Warriors, remember, already with Shimron Hetmeyer, Trent Bolt, Thisara Pereira, Johnson Charles, a few key names. That's a quick pick. We like that. Which way are they heading? Right, in round 1, Cat A3. The Northern Warriors. Time to find out who they've gone with. And the pick is in. It's Azmatullah Omarzai, the all-rounder from Afghanistan. This is a key signing. Congratulations to the squad, the Northern Warriors, for that second pick. Omarzai is drafted into the unit. We move on quickly into pick number 3, and Cat A pick 3 is with the Deccan Gladiators. Your time is on the clock. And that's a quick pick again for the Deccan Gladiators. Nice to see that everyone's come in with their plans well laid. And the first pick for the Gladiators, Richard Gleeson, the Englishman drafted by the Gladiators in their first round of the 2025 draft. We therefore move quickly on to pick number 4. It's with the Delhi Bulls. Delhi Bulls, your 90 seconds is on the clock. Delhi Bulls already packing a punch. You've got Rovman Powell, Phil Salt, Kyron Pollard, Tim David, Sunil Narayan, Salman Irshad as well, Mohammad Rohit, and they've got their pick in for category A3. Let's find out who it is for the Delhi Bulls. And the first pick for the Bulls, Blessing Muzarabani, the Zimbabwean quickie, is in the mix. And that is a brilliant signing for the Bulls to go with what's already a really established unit for them. Pick number 5, over to the Aspen Stallions. Stallions, your 90 seconds starts now. That is lightning quick from the Stallions. Very, very happy, I'm sure, with their first pick of the draft. There we go, Shafane Rutherford, the left-hander, the all-rounder, comes in, is drafted by the Aspen Stallions in Cat A3 to start things off. Already some heavy-hitting picks in this first round of the draft, and we move, therefore, quickly into pick number 6, and that is with the Royal Champs. The Champs, your 90 seconds starts now. All right, another lightning quick pick. I'm liking this, guys. You've all done your homework coming in, especially for the first round. No reason why it shouldn't be as fast. Mohammad Shehzad, the keeper batter, top of the order, can absolutely blaze a trail in those opening overs of the T10. So Shehzad has been added to the squad and will therefore move quickly into the 7th pick of this opening round, and that lies with the Vista Riders. Riders, let's go. 90 seconds on the clock. So the penultimate pick of the opening round of the player draft is in for the Vista Riders. No one really needs to use those 90 seconds. Great to see. This could be a short, sharp player draft, given everyone seems to have come in with a lot of work done as well in the prep. Andrew Tai, the pacer, plenty of variation. Watch out for those slower deliveries as well. He now is part of the Vista Riders in 2025, which leaves just one side in our opening round of the draft, and that is the Ajman Titans. Your time is on the clock. Wow, inside 5 seconds, I think. Well done to the Ajman Titans. Your first pick is in. We're just going to get that okayed. Seems like it is okay. And why would you need to think too hard for that man? Alex Hales, he has blazed the trail around the world with his bat, and he's here yet again at the Abu Dhabi T10. Congratulations to the Ajman Titans for signing Alex Hales as their first pick of the draft. Tanvi, I'm going to grab a quick breather here at the end of that first round of the draft. I know you've got 2 very special individuals who will be part of the Abu Dhabi T10 with you, so it's over to you.
We're getting ready for the draft of the Abu Dhabi T10 2025, and joining me are the legends of T10, Danny Morrison and Aaron Holland. Wow, so good to see you guys, and I'm even more excited to see you in person next month. Aaron.
Yeah, so excited, Tumpy. I can't wait to be back in my favourite part of the world for cricket's fastest format. It's fast and furious and so much fun. It's definitely one of my favourite times of the year. So can't wait to be back with you all and ready for another season. It's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. Now, Danny, we're going to get right into it. Let's get to the draft questions that I have for both my experts here. Danny, let's start with you. What should be the team's priorities going into the draft tonight?
Well, you're looking for balance, aren't you? You're looking for me, sure, specialists at the top of the order, but also all-rounders. Is that 2-for-1 sort of guy? And, you know, you think about guys like David Visa, needs to get picked. Pollard, is he going to be bowling? He's star quality. And then you even throw Nicholas Boran, who is a wicketkeeper opening batter. So he counts as an all-rounder. So you want star quality like that. Romario Shepherd, another one. A lot of West Indians have played in this Abu Dhabi T10 over the last 5 or 6 years, and you love those 2-for-1 cricketers, and they tend to be, for me, paramount in T10, let alone the Abu Dhabi T10.
Mm. And Aaron, what according to you should be the team's priority and strategy going into the draft tonight?
Oh, I think your death bowlers are really important, aren't they? Every single ball is an event in T10 cricket. You are literally 12 balls only to make an impact. And we know what happens when the guys at the top of the order get away and off to an absolute flyer. You could be chasing 150, 160, kind of without batting an eyelid. So for me, I think focusing on a couple of really strong, good death over bowlers and bowlers that can give you dot balls. They're absolutely gold in this format of the game. So yes, your batters are important. You're out and out guys that can come and hit a 6 from ball 1, like Danny rightly said. And I do think those guys that give you several options to utilise, those utility players, are really important, because if a guy's on a heater and having his day, you want to be able to break that partnership, break that momentum. But yeah, think about the bowlers. I think that's really important too. You can't just have, 7, 8, 9, 10 amazing batters and just kind of be stuck with the ball. So yeah, it's actually really difficult, cricket's fastest format. I do not envy any of the coaches.
Talking about the pre-signed players, I mean, incredibly strong player field this time. Danny, what do you make of the pre-signed players so far?
Well, it's almost the usual suspect. I've mentioned Pollard there. Andre Fletcher will be back. Oran, Wayne Pretorius, who's been on the circuit for some time now. And you just got to love those guys, because they are match winners, as much as Chris Gale was back. Those guys that are still alive and playing their trade, very exciting. And long may it continue, because they are game breakers. They break a game by.
And Aaron, did you think it was all the usual suspects when you saw the pre-signed list, or was someone that surprised you?
Do you know what? I'm loving looking at this list, and we've obviously got the incorporation of the global legend. I think this is the perfect format to, give longevity to some of these careers of some of the greatest players that we've ever had. So, to see the likes of Srisant back, Tissera Pereira, obviously Andre Russell, we know how good he is, Shakib Al Hassan, Habashan Singh. That's so exciting to see Budgie in action with the ball. I think he'll be diabolical in Abu Dhabi. But for me, I love looking at, everyone's first choices and seeing Andres House. I mean, what a revelation he's been after bursting onto the scene of, I think, the zeitgeist of everyone in the World Cup for America, of all teams. And seeing someone like Jason Behrendorff be a first pick, it shows that they are thinking about their bowling options and trying to balance their sides from the word go, and not just going for the biggest name players. So already seeing the tactics in the pre-signings, which is really exciting. But yeah, I love this incorporation of a global legend. I think it just kind of elevates that competition to the next level and brings in that new. Imagine Budgie with the ball. He's playing for, who did I see? Oh, Aspen Stallions, new side. See, don't know what to expect. It's going to be awesome.
It's absolutely, you're right. It's going to be awesome, and we're all looking forward to it. Do you think when you look at the pre-signed players, it shows experience or future potential, or a mix of both?
I think it's experience.
Danny?
100%, yeah. I mean, it has to be experience, because you pick them as platinum players, right? They've been around and done it all. And then look at Tamal Mills and Sam Billings, they've mentioned yet. Those guys have been a long time, played in lots of parts of the world, and then you back to Abu Dhabi T10, they've played there a lot too. So a lot of these platinum players and top pick players have been involved for some time. So I understand the owners and the drafts, that's just a given. I've gone for him, I've gone for him, and I've gone for him because of what they bring experience.
I so agree, Danny, and I think T10 is its own beast. It's its own format. It's got, different pressures, and it is a format that you need to have experience in. T10 gets big on you really quickly, whether it's as a bowler taking too long to settle into your rhythm and all of a sudden you've only got 5 balls left to make an impact, or the pressure as a batter to go from ball 1 when you're not used to that. Yes, T20 is obviously quick. You need to get off to a quick start, but T10 is even more pressure. You don't have any balls to get your eye in. You have to go. So it is its own format. It does require experience. And I think what we've seen in all of the teams is that they've really taken that into consideration, and they have gone for guys that do have a lot of experience in the T10 format specifically, but also success over a very long time at an international level.
And like you guys said, the pressure though tonight is on the team owners and of course our coaches. Yeah. Danny, who do you think they should be picking, or what do you think overall they should be considering when they're shaping their team, considering they have the pre-signed players already?
Yeah, I'm interested, particularly there have been Canada recently with 60. I looked at like Wayne Pretorius with his experience, captains. He was inspiring. David Visa, he won it with the Brampton Blitz just the other night. So I look forward to seeing those guys being picked up.
And Aaron, what do you think about that? With the teams now, they have the pre-signed players already. What do they really need to make this team like an overall winner?
Oh, balance is incredibly important, as Danny already said. But one thing I would say to the players, the team owners rather, is think about your local players, because they make up a certain portion of your team. So if you have a strong contingency of your local UAE players that have to play in every single game, they're going to make an impact. You don't want to carry anyone in your side. Everyone is an equal contributor in T10 cricket. So do your research. There's some amazing local talent out there that are getting more opportunities to be exposed to international cricket all over the world. We saw last year some of those UAE players really making a massive impact. So looking forward to seeing who the team owners go there. But just looking through some of these names that haven't gone yet in the platinum category, you know, someone like a David Willey with the new ball, he is absolutely incredible. We know he is the most potent new ball bowler in T20 cricket. He's been brilliant in T10. It's crazy to think he hasn't been picked up yet. And James Vince has been exceptional all throughout. So, and last one, I reckon, Danny, you'll love this, Martin Guptill. How good was he in Canada? Experience once again. So I think he's an absolute golden pick. And otherwise, I'm a certain all-rounder that lives with me that would like to go back to T10. So Ben Cutting is available. I'll get rounding points for that. Lots of T10 experience. No, but seriously, there's so many players that you can choose from now. I think it's a credit to this competition how highly sought after T10 is. You've got, you know, hundreds and hundreds of players putting their hand up wanting to be a part of this. So, you know, good luck to all of our teams. I don't know how you're going to do it, but I look forward to coming in, you know, a few weeks' time with Danny and the crew and seeing who people that will make this such an incredible season.
The next couple hours are going to be really crucial, but right now I'm going to have to say goodbye to you guys. I know it's really late where you are, but thank you so much, you legends, for your time, and so excited to see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we can't wait. Woo-hoo! Yalla, let's go.
Yalla, let's go.
And welcome back to the Player Draft 2025. Thanks, Tanvi, and thanks to Danny and Aaron as well. No doubt they're going to keep us entertained through the Abu Dhabi T10 2025. But without further ado, we move now forward into the next round of the draft, and that is Category B. And in Category B, we've got 7 of our 8 franchises that have already pre-signed their players, which leaves just one side to pick a player at the draft, and that is the Northern Warriors. So the Warriors, your 90 seconds is on the clock. Right, I think we've got our pick in for the Warriors in Category B, the only side left to make a pick in Category B1, given that 7 of our 8 sides already had signings in this round coming in. Let's find out who it is. It is Tabraiz Shamsi, the South African spinner, into the side. Plenty of experience, wily customer with the ball as well. And that brings us to the end, therefore, of Category B1. And we'll move forward now into Category B2. And we'll have, obviously, in order of the picks. First up, the Royal Champs to start things off in Cat B2. Royal Champs, you know what to do. Your 90 seconds is on the clock. All right, the pick is in for the Royal Champs. Just going to get the okay and the go-ahead from our technical desk. And it is Rishi Dhawan who comes in. The Indian is the pick in category B2, first up for the Royal Champs. Congratulations to Rishi and also to the champs as well. Up next, our second pick of the third round of the draft. It lies with the Vista Riders. Vista Riders, you've got 90 seconds coming your way. All right, second pick of the category is in, and it is Ben McDermott, the Aussie keeper batter in the mix. Congratulations to Ben McDermott. We will move into our third pick of this category B2. It's with the Ajman Titans. Your 90 seconds starts now. Lightning quick. Thanks for that. Ajman Titans. Let's take a look at who they've got coming into their unit. It is none other than Asif Ali, hard-hitting Pakistani batter, and he's going to be one to watch in the Abu Dhabi T10 as well. We'll move forward now into the Quetta Cavalry, a squad that knows a thing or two about the Pakistan players. Let's see where they go in this category. And the pick is in for the Cavalry. Where are they heading in category B2? Fabian Allen, brilliant fielder, excellent with the ball, superb with the bat as well. And Fabian Allen now part of the Cavalry. We move now into pick 5 of this category, and we're with the Northern Warriors. Your 90 seconds is on the clock. Nice to see a squad actually use the 90 seconds that they've got allotted. Some time to think, reset strategies, and see where they go with this one. The Northern Warriors have made their pick. And the Northern Warriors have gone with Odean Smith from the West Indies. The all-rounder. He can hit it a mile, and he's very, very handy with the ball as well. Brings plenty of experience in, and no doubt the Warriors will be chuffed to have him in their unit. We move into the next pick of this round. It's with the Deccan Gladiators. Gladiators, your 90 seconds is on the clock. There we go. That was quick, short and sharp. And it's David Wiese who comes in from Namibia. Also a very, very experienced campaigner. Comes into this setup here at the Gladiators, which leaves us with 2 picks left in this round. And we have up next into our 7th pick of the round, the Delhi Bulls. Your 90 seconds starts now. Delhi Bulls, remember, a squad that are stacked with plenty of power hitting in the middle order. Kyron Pollard, Tim David, Rodman Powell, Phil Salt at the top of the order, Sunil Narayan, the floater. Where are they going in this category? They made their pick for their B2 category star. And it's James Vince, the Englishman. So a bit of top order batting might as well to come into this unit. James Vince added now to the Delhi Bulls. That leaves us with just one pick left in this category, and that is the Aspen Stallions. Stallions, you've got 90 seconds on the clock. All right, the Stallions have made their pick to round out category B2. Time to find out where they're heading with this one. And it is Saif Hassan, who has been drafted by the Stallions from the Bangladesh. And that, therefore, rounds out the third round of this draft. We've got all 8 teams who've made their picks. Time for us to take a short little breather. Plenty more to come on the other side as the 2025 player draft resumes.
Joining me is the head coach of the Deccan Gladiators, Peter Morris. Peter, thank you so much for your time. I'm going to put you on the spot. Well, defending champions, of course, this year, I'm sure you guys are looking for that big result again. How much work has gone into this player draft?
Oh, there's a huge amount of work gone in. I think, to be fair, headed up by Nabil, they all chipping in, Hitef, obviously Nicky's got his own views, so lots of pre-planning before the draft, and then you just hope things go your way.
What would you say is the biggest challenge in coaching a T10 side? Is it how fast-paced the game is, or is it more the player management?
Well, I think you're going to rely a lot on your players. I mean, look at the Deccan Gladiators with Nicky up front as captain, Andre, just got David Weiss from the draft, a huge amount of experience. So the knowledge is within the playing group, really. I think from a coach's point of view, just kind of take away distractions, make sure they're ready to play and ready to have a go.
Well, of course, we know the Deccan Gladiators in the last season also had a stellar lineup. And, of course, seeing the pre-signing so far, what would you have to do to sign the players to, in a way, get an all-rounded team? What's something you look at when you're looking to get those players on board?
I think always T10, it's about balance. I think you need, obviously, good strikers at the top of the order, people that can finish the game towards the end of it. And I think always being valuable in any format, but certainly the T10, because wickets are always going to be king. If you can get their best players out, that's what's going to dictate the result at the end of the day.
Well, and before I let you go, what's the one team that you think is going to be a real tough competition for you guys? I know early days in this draft, but just your thoughts maybe.
I think early on, there's some really good players gone. I think Delhi looks strong. I think looking at how they've gone, their pre-signings and where they're going to it. We're excited. I think what I saw last year was we didn't worry as much about the opposition, more about how we were going to be. And that, I think, is going to be the main thing this year.
Well, Peter, good luck today for the draft. We're going to let you get back to things. And over to you, Sohail. Let's get back to the draft.
Well, looking forward to seeing how this team shapes up. So thanks, guys, for chatting with us ahead of the next round of the draft. And we'll move swiftly now into the final Category B signings. And we start things off with this last round and the Northern Warriors first up in this first pick of Category B3. Northern Warriors, your time is on the clock. Quick pick for the Warriors. And to start things off in Category B3, where are we heading for the Northern Warriors? Just waiting for the okay from our technical desk. And once we have that, we'll have that official drafted stamp into the Northern Warriors setup. Give us a moment. There you go. Shahnawaz Dahani comes into the setup from Pakistan, straight into the Northern Warriors side for this category. We move next into the Deccan Gladiators for the second pick of this round. Your 90 seconds starts now. All right, that's a quick pick in as well. Lahiru Kumara is the pick for the Deccan Gladiators. So 2 picks in. We move next into the Delhi Bulls for our third pick of this round. Bulls, you know what to do. 90 seconds starts now. All right, the Delhi Bulls have got their pick in. That is the third pick of category B3. We've talked about some of their units already, and the pick earlier was James Vince. Now where they're heading, Tom Moores, the keeper and left-hand bat, is into the mix at the Delhi Bulls. Congratulations. Your latest signing is done and dusted as well. We move now to pick number 4, and it's the Aspen Stallions with the fourth pick of this round. You've got 90 seconds on the clock. Stallions picking Shafin Rutherford and Saif Hassan so far in this draft. Where are we going now for the Aspen Stallions? And the Stallions go with the Zimbabwean Ryan Burl, the all-rounder, into the mix for the Stallions to join the rest of that unit, heralded by Sam Billings, of course, the icon player. So that's their pick done and dusted. We now move to the next pick in this lineup, and that, of course, is with the Royal Champs. Pick number 5 coming your way. 90 seconds starts now. And I think they've got their pick in. It is Liam Dawson from England, the left-arm spinner, the all-rounder, comes into the setup, and he will no doubt add plenty to the Champs as well. We move now to the next pick in this round. You've got 3 teams left to pick. The 6th pick is with the Vista Riders. You've got 90 seconds on the clock. And Sri looks like he's got a smile on his face. I think we've got a pick in already for the Vista Riders. Time to try and reveal who that pick is for them in category B3, the final pick of the category B players for each side. Where are the Riders going with this one? Waiting for the seal of approval from our technical desk, and there it comes. Dilshan Madhushankar, the left-arm fast bowler, comes into the unit. Really nice pick for the Vista Riders. And that leaves us with just 2 teams left to pick in this round. The 7th pick of this round is with the Ajman Titans. Your time starts now. That is a rapid pick for the Ajman Titans, the penultimate pick of this round. I'm going to wait for that stamp of approval as always before we draft the player to the Ajman Titans. And it is Chris Green, the all-rounder. He can bowl with the new ball as well if you need him to. He's handy with the bat. Chris Green has been officially drafted to the Ajman Titans, and that leaves us with just one pick left in this round, and that is with the Quetta Cavalry. Your 90 seconds is on the clock. Here we go. We've got the pick coming in. The final pick of this round from the Quetta Cavalry. It's been a fast and furious round in many ways. It is Abbas Afridi from Pakistan. The all-rounder is the final pick of Category B into the T10 draft. Let's just round out this draft round for you because there's been some really, really interesting picks in this round of Category B3. First up, it was Shahnawaz Dahani for the Northern Warriors. Then Lahiru Kumara for the Deccan Gladiators. Tom Moores into the Delhi Bulls setup. Ryan Burl from Zimbabwe into the Stallions side. Then the champs went with the left-arm spinner Liam Dawson from England. Dilshan Madhushankar from Sri Lanka joins the Vista Riders. Chris Green for the Ajman Titans. And finally, for the Quetta Cavalry, it is Abbas Afridi rounding out Category B3. That's another great round of signings here at the Abu Dhabi T10 player draft. Tanvi Shah, it is over to you. Who have you got with you this time?
Welcome back to the Abu Dhabi T10. Joining me now is Haider Azhar from Delhi Bulls. Well, thank you for joining me. Quick question so far with the things that have been going on. How do you like your team shaping up?
Oh, we're loving it so far. I think all the major targets that we had identified for ourselves before the draft, we have been able to achieve them. I think it is after the season that we had last year, we had some right building blocks already in place. So we're just supplementing them. And I think the direct signings and the retentions were key for us. Now we're just filling in the holes as we go along.
Would you say from last season there feels like some unfinished business? What's different coming into this season?
I think now we have, because over the last couple of years, it was more of a rebuild for Delhi Bulls. This year we are, this group has now been with one another for a couple of years now. So we know what's expected of us. It is an unfinished business. We believe that a franchise like Delhi Bulls deserves to win the Abu Dhabi T10. So our target obviously is to go all the way this time around. We've made some key signings. Kyron Pollard has joined us as a global legend. Then we've also added Sunil Narayan to the ranks and Phil Salt. So we're really, really happy with the players who have joined us. And now we just want to make sure that we do justice to the fans and we bring them a trophy.
Absolutely, and you took some names of some really experienced players. So when you're picking the players, is it purely based on experience or also a lot of data analysis that goes into it?
No, for us, a lot of analysis goes into it. So our think tank, we worked with one another quite a lot. Andy Flower, of course, the head coach, then our mentor, DJ Bravo, along with Manish, the CEO, and our analyst, Joe Maiden. So this group has worked with one another over a considerable period of time. So whenever we're considering a player, we discuss the merits and demerits of each profile before we lock them down. Obviously, the first consideration is always the role that we're trying to identify. And once that's done, then we prepare a shortlist and then work accordingly.
Well, I'm going to let you get back to the business end of things. But before that, what's the one team that you think is really going to be proving to be a tough competition to Delhi Bulls?
Well, I think every team, that's the beauty of T10, that especially the Abu Dhabi T10, that every team comes really well prepared and the rosters are full of superstars. But going by their past performances and their roster, of course, Deccan Gladiators have a very enviable legacy. So, yeah, I think that everyone would be targeting Deccan from that perspective.
Well, I think that seems to be the answer for most people. Thank you so much for talking to us. But before, once again, I think there's something that everyone wants to know. When it comes to T10, it is cricket's fastest format. Is it something that the players look forward to? They've had a long season coming in. How do you make sure they're fresh and ready to go?
Well, first of all, I think that the credit to the players themselves because they take this format very, very seriously. This competition is one of the most prestigious competitions on the cricketing circuit. So being part of the Abu Dhabi T10 is already a matter of great honor for a lot of them. So they take it very, very seriously. So it's not as a unit, we don't have to do anything extra to keep them motivated. Winning this competition in itself is motivation for them. But we have a great management. Our owner and CEO, they've made sure that they've provided us with the best possible resources to enjoy ourselves while also focusing on the job at hand.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us, and we're going to get back now to the draft. Over to you, Sohail. Let's get going.
Welcome back to the Abu Dhabi T10 Player Draft 2025. Things are shaping up quite nicely ahead of another big season. Let's just give you a little glimpse of how some of the squads are looking at this side. And I think when you look at the Quetta Cavalry side, things are looking pretty good. It started off with some retentions and pre-draft signings. Liam Livingston, Jason Holder, Mohammad Amir, Sikandar Raza, Andreas Gauss, Imran Tahir, and Mohammad Wasim in amongst them. Then they've added Evan Lewis, Fabian Allen, two men from the Caribbean, and Abbas Afridi from Category B into this side. So 10 picks already done, a minimum of 6 more left for the Cavalry. But let's also take a look at the Royal Champs because they've had some interesting signings so far in the Player Draft 2025. And the Royal Champs, of course, came in with Jason Roy as their icon, Angelo Matthews, Shakib Al Hassan as the global legend, Chris Jordan, Daniel Sams, two very clinical all-rounders in the mix. They've also had Niroshan Dickwella, but they've also added now Mohammad Shehzad with the gloves to go with Dickwella in many ways. Rahul Chopra is a local signing from the UAE. Rishi Dhawan also added in the player draft. And also, finally, it was the left-arm spinner from England, Liam Dawson, who was the final pick for them. So 10 picks completed for the Royal Champs also. We'll now start to move into our next round of the draft, and that is round number 5, Category C. And just a request to all of our teams at their dashboards, ensure that you refresh your dashboards because, as we said earlier, unsold players from Category A and Category B may have chosen to downgrade themselves down to Category C and suddenly become available to you on your dashboards as well. So ensure that you refresh your screens and have all the updated players at your disposal. So let's head into the next pick, the first pick of Category C, and that is with the Vista Riders. You've got 60 seconds in this round. Your 1 minute starts now. And again, not wasting any time whatsoever, the Vista Riders. I love the big smiles on their face as each pick comes in as well. The Vista Riders have been busy. They've made a couple of key signings. Last of them was Dilshan Madhushankar, the fast bowler. Where are they heading for the first pick of Category C? It is time to find out once we get that stamp of approval from our technical desk. And in it comes. It's Nahid Rana from Bangladesh, the right arm pacer, comes into this setup and joins now the Vista Riders. So that is pick number 1, done and dusted for Cat C. Up next, the Ajman Titans with the second pick of this round. Your 60 seconds is on the clock. Ajman Titans also wasting no time as they've done right through the player draft 2025. And this is their first pick in Category C. As we said earlier, some interesting names start to pop up in Category C, given that some names went unsold in Cat A and B. And here's another one, Akif Javed from Pakistan. The left-arm pacer is now part of the unit. And we now move, therefore, into the third pick of this round. And the third pick is going to be with the Quetta Cavalry. Quetta Cavalry, your 60 seconds starts now. The pick is in the house from the Quetta Cavalry. That is the third pick of this Category C1 round, the first of our Category C picks. Quetta Cavalry, led out by Liam Livingston as the icon player, remember. And they've now added Irfan Khan Nazi into the side from Pakistan. Right-handed batter joins their squad. Congratulations to the Cavalry. The fourth pick now of Cat C lies with the Northern Warriors. Northern Warriors, you've got 60 seconds on the clock. And the Warriors seem to have their pick in as well. The Warriors go with the experience from Sri Lanka. Dinesh Chandimal is the pick in for the Warriors, which now leads us nicely to our fifth pick of this round. It's with the Deccan Gladiators. Gladiators, your time starts now. And that's the Gladiators who've got their pick in already. The fifth pick of Category C, remember. And it's Jordan Thompson, the Englishman, the all-rounder now drafted by the Deccan Gladiators in that fifth pick. Over to the sixth pick now of Category C, and it's with the Delhi Bulls. Delhi Bulls, who are you going to add to your squad? Time to find out. 60 seconds coming your way. As quick as we've gotten used to it with the Delhi Bulls, their pick is in as it comes in from Qais Ahmed from Afghanistan. The leggy being added to the Delhi Bulls lineup, which is looking quite handy at this stage as well. That leaves us with just two picks of this round. The seventh pick of the round goes to the Aspen Stallions. You've got 60 seconds on the clock. Some animated responses here. I like that. Oh, go back, he says. Not that one. Still got time. 30 seconds still to go. Ensure you've made the right pick before you move forward. It is the penultimate pick in this first round of Category C. 15 seconds on the clock. And in the nick of time come the Aspen Stallions with their pick in round C. And it is Akhilesh who is the pick for them from the United States of America. Right arm offie, all-rounder coming into that setup for the Aspen Stallions. Congratulations to you and to Akhilesh as well. And that leaves us with our last pick of Cat C round 1. And that is with the Royal Champs. It's your time on the clock. Lightning fast from the Royal Champs this time around. That is the final pick of this first round. Time to find out who that is before we head across to Tanvi Shah to catch up with one of the coaches of this setup. We restart the clock for the Champs. Why not? All right, the final pick of Cat C1 lies with the Royal Champs. We just got a technical glitch, unfortunately. We will give it a moment before their pick comes in. which I think has been done. There it is. It is Brandon McMullen from Scotland, the all-rounder, now joins the unit as the last pick of this round for the Royal Champs. And with that, we've got all our picks done and dusted for the first round of the Category C picks. And it's over now to Tanvi Shah. Tanvi, I know you've got Mickey Arthur from the Ajman Titans with you. It's over to you.
Thank you, Sohail. Now joining me is the head coach of the Ajman Titans, Mickey Arthur. Mickey, thank you so much for talking to us and thank you for your time. Now, you've coached a lot of national sides. How different is it going to be coaching a T10 side?
Look, I think when you coach, whether you coach internationally or whether you coach a T10 side, the principles remain exactly the same. We've really brainstormed as a team in our franchise, and I think we've come up with some really good names because ultimately, as coaches, we try and get the preparation right. We try and get the analytics right. We try and give total role clarity. And then we like the players to go out and play with a bit of freedom. So I'm confident that we're getting it all right. And my skills are very, very easily transferable.
I think like you mentioned, a lot of work that has gone into this draft. How long has it really taken and how active a role has everyone from the think tank played in this draft?
It's taken a long time. We've put a hell of a lot of work into this. And, you know, from our owners who've been great to our CEO, to our analysts, to our other coaches, we've worked incredibly hard as a team. We've strategized. We think we're trying to get a formula that will stand us in good stead. So let's hope it all works out for us.
What has that formula been? What's the strategy going into this draft for the Ajman Titans?
That would be telling. What we're trying to do though is obviously build a team that we think is sustainable, build a team that we think can have success. And have all bases covered in terms of the players at our accessibility. So I'm confident we're getting there.
Are you happy with the picks so far for you guys?
Yeah, we're very happy with the picks. Thank you.
All right, well, I'm going to let you get back to it, Mickey. Thank you so much for talking to us, and back to Sohail.
Absolute pleasure.
Thanks so much for that, guys. Lovely to hear from Mickey Arthur, the coach of the Ajman Titans. We move swiftly now into the next round of the Abu Dhabi T10 Player Draft 2025. Another interesting category again because it's Category C and Category C2, which means more big names perhaps coming out into these sides as well. And we will have pick one of this round lying with the Delhi Bulls. Bulls, your 60 seconds start now. All right, first pick is in of Category C2 with the Delhi Bulls. Time to find out who they can add. They had Kes Ahmed in the previous round. It's now Mir Hamza from Pakistan who is added to the mix. The left-arm pacer now added to the Delhi Bulls. Congratulations to both the player and the squad. And we move now into the next pick, and that is with the Aspen Stallions. Pick number 2 coming your way in 60 seconds. All right, we've got our pick in already for the Stallions, our second pick of this round. Where are they heading with their pick? It's Ali Khan from the USA, the pacer. He's seen a lot of leagues around the world, and Ali Khan now will turn up for the Stallions. Into the next pick of this round, and it is with the Royal Champs. Royal Champs, you've got 60 seconds on the clock starting now. And the champs seem to have their pick in as well. Doesn't waste much time when you've got someone like Isuru Udana. So much experience for the left arm pacer. He can hit the ball as well with the bat in hand. So an interesting signing for the Royal Champs. And that leads us nicely to the next pick in this round. The fourth pick of this category lies with the Vista Riders. Vista Riders, you've got 1 minute on the clock. You'll see Srisant, no doubt, with the ball in hand later when the season resumes. But nice to see the thinking hat going on with big smiles on his face, Sri. I know you guys have made some interesting picks already. Looking forward to where this one is heading after Nahid Rana in the previous round and Dilshan Madhushankar. Will they stick with the bowlers or will they go towards the batters? Time to find out with the Vista Riders making their pick, waiting for the seal of approval from our technical desk. And they do go with a bit more experience. I like that. Angelo Pereira from Sri Lanka, the all-rounder, into the setup now for the Vista Riders. And that leads us nicely now into the fifth pick of this round. And that's with the Ajman Titans. We just heard from Mickey Arthur. Mickey, your timer, 60 seconds, starts now. He's certainly done his homework, as you would expect from Mickey Arthur. Rapid pick is done and dusted. Zaman Khan from Pakistan is the next pick for Mickey and the squad at the Ajman Titans. And that leads us nicely, therefore, into the sixth pick of Category C in this round. And it's with the Quetta Cavalry. Your 1 minute is on the clock. All right, done and dusted for this next that they've got. It was Irfan Khan last time around, Abbas Afridi before that, Fabian Allen, and now they've gone with George Scrimshaw from England. The pacer joining this side, the cavalry, which leaves us now with 2 picks left in this round. The next one, the 7th pick of this round, with the Northern Warriors. You've got 60 seconds on the clock. That's a quick pick for the Northern Warriors, the penultimate pick of this second Category C round. Let's see which direction they've gone. Hazratullah Zazai, the left-handed batter. He can bowl a little bit as well, but useful with the bat, of course. Really exciting talent from Afghanistan is the 7th pick of this round. And that leaves us with just one last pick of this category, and that lies with the Deccan Gladiators. You've got 60 seconds coming your way. All right, the last pick of Category C2 is in for the Gladiators. And though they're going with Dilpreet Singh Bajwa from Canada, the all-rounder is now a part of the Deccan Gladiators. And that will bring us to the end of this round C2. It's time to catch up with another team. Tanvi, over to you.
Thank you, Sohail. I think joining me is Hassan Omar of the Quetta Cavalry. How excited are you guys to be a part of the Abu Dhabi T10 2025?
So much. It's a very exciting format. We're new to it, but we have a treatment experience. So really looking forward.
Now, you guys also have a team in another league. Are you guys serial team owners and looking to dominate in the Abu Dhabi T10 as well?
Yes, hopefully, but there's a lot of tough competition in the T10 league, so hopefully we can, give them some tough time.
Are you happy with how things are going on so far in the draft for your team?
Yes, we've assembled a very good team, thanks to my management and coaches. So far, things are looking good.
What would you say are you most excited for, or what is this format providing a unique thing for the owners in the Abu Dhabi T10?
It's a new region for us and experience for us, and it's a it's global. T10 is going global, so we want to be part of the global atmosphere. So that's really good for us.
Is there any player that you're hoping just slips through that you guys get a pick first?
I think we wouldn't want to reveal that right now, but there were a few that they missed and we got them, so we're really lucky.
All right, well, Hassan, thank you so much for talking to us. Good luck for the rest of the draft, and back to you, Sohail.
Welcome back to the Abu Dhabi T10 Player Draft 2025. I know you guys have already loved everything you've witnessed. Some of the biggest names in the world will be on display in cricket's fastest format. Let's just give you a roundup of the last Category C round of picks, because when you look at some of these names that'll pop up on your screens, you'll see some experience thrown in with a lot of new faces as well, and that's always nice to see. You've got the likes of Amir Hamza added for the Delhi Bulls, Angelo Pereira coming into the Vista Riders. We had Hazratullah Zazai for the Northern Warriors from Afghanistan. We know he can pack a punch. You've got someone like Dilpreet Singh for the Deccan Gladiators. Nice to see a side go a slightly different direction as well. Zaman Khan, George Scrimshaw coming in as well for the Quetta Cavalry. I like the fact that teams have done their homework and gone away from the norm of the big names perhaps as well. Isuru Udana, going back for the experience, were the Royal Champs in the last round, and the Aspen Stallions going with Ali Khan in that last round as well. But we'll move forward into the next round of picks, which is Category C3. And we've got interesting pick order yet again. And we will start this category with the Quetta Cavalry. You've got 60 seconds on the clock. Cavalry, your time starts now. Right, the pick is in. The first of Category C3. Remember, this is the last of our C category players. We'll then move into the UAE Stars. The Cavalry have gone with Khawaja Nafai. Nafai Khawaja, the keeper batter, is the first pick of this 7th round. The second pick of the round lies with the Northern Warriors. Northern Warriors, your 60 seconds is on the clock. Again, wasting no time are the Northern Warriors, and they go with Asita Fernando from Sri Lanka. Nice pick to add a bit more experience and depth to that unit. And into the third pick of this round we go. It's with the experience themselves, Deccan Gladiators. Your 60 seconds starts now. The Deccan Gladiators started this draft with Gleason, David Visa, Kumara, Jordan Thompson, Dilpreet in the last round. Where are they heading in this round of the draft to round out Category C? We've got 20 and a bit seconds to find out. And with about 17 seconds to go, we've got our pick for the Deccan Gladiators. Their final pick of Category C. And it is Jake Ball from England. The right arm pacer joins the squad for 2025. And with that, we move to the next pick of this round. It's with the Delhi Bulls. Delhi Bulls, your 60 seconds starts now. The Delhi Bulls, remember, in the last rounds of Category C have added Qais Ahmed, the leggy, and Mir Hamza. Where is the final pick coming from in Category C? The third of our Category C picks for the Delhi Bulls. I'll tell you where it's coming from. It's coming from England. James Cole, left-arm spinner, right-handed batter, drafted officially now by the Delhi Bulls in 2025. We now move into our fifth pick of this round. It's with the Aspen Stallions. Stallions, 60 seconds on the clock. All right, a few seconds left. Otherwise, we're going to have to come back to the Stallions at the end of this round. Just going to check with our technical desk. If they've not made their pick, we will have to come back to the Aspen Stallions at the end of this round. Have they missed their pick in the 60 seconds? And the Aspen Stallions will have to pick in the last slot of this round. So we'll move forward now into the next pick. It's with the Royal Champs. And the Royal Champs, your 60 seconds starts now. Well, the Champs waste no time. They've got their pick in for Category C3. It is Quinton Sampson from the West Indies, the all-rounder, now added to the Royal Champs. And in line with that, now we'll go to the seventh pick of this round. It's with the Vista Riders. Sri, it's back to you guys. Your time starts now. Still 30 seconds left on the clock for the Vista Riders. And we will have two more picks, remember, left in this round. Ajman Titans, and then we'll come back to the Aspen Stallions, who missed their pick. And the Vista Riders have their pick in. The seventh pick of this round. The Vista Riders, where have they headed for their final pick in Category C? Well, they're heading to England because they've added Sean Dixon to the squad. Right-handed batter comes in to this setup with a strike rate in excess of 140, which is very, very handy. Now, the penultimate pick, it is the eighth pick, however, in this round, the Ajman Titans. You've got the last pick in this round before we head back to the Stallions. 60 seconds on the clock. Mickey Arthur, as always, wasting absolutely no time with this next pick. Their final pick of Category C. The Ajman Titans, they had Zaman Khan in the last round. It's Anuran Donald, the keeper batter from England, who's now been drafted into the Titans squad. And that is the end of this round. However, as we said earlier, the Aspen Stallions did not make a pick. They had to wait, therefore, for the last pick in this round. So we'll come back to you now, Aspen Stallions, for the final pick of Category C. You've got 60 seconds on the clock. All right, 20 seconds to go for the Stallions. It's pretty much a minute and 40 actually used up, given that there was a 60 seconds on offer earlier as well. And with 7 seconds to go this time around, the pick is in. Time well utilized, I'm sure. Better to be sure rather than make a pick in haste. And it is Ben Cutting, the experienced all-rounder from Australia, will return in 2025, and he joins the ranks there. So that is the end of Category C overall. All 3 rounds done and dusted. And before we move on, I think it's only right that we take a look at the Category C3 picks in this last round. Nafe Khwaja, Asita Fernando, Jake Ball for the Deccan Gladiators, James Cole for the Delhi Bulls. You've got Ben Cutting, the experienced all-rounder, coming in for the Stallions, Quinton Sampson for the Royal Champs, Sean Dixon for the Vista Riders, and for the Ajman Titans, it's Anuran Donald. But before we move forward, let's just take a look at how a couple of our squads are shaping up as well. Let's start with the reigning champions, the Deccan Gladiators, and give you a glimpse of this setup. Nicholas Puran, Marcus Stoinis, we saw all of those retentions down to Tom Kohler-Cadmore, Usman Tariq and Ibrar Ahmed. But since then, they've added Richard Gleeson, David Visa, Lahiru Kumara, Jordan Thompson and Dilpreet Singh, as well as Jake Ball now in this last category. So 13 picks already done, a minimum of 3 more to pick for that unit. But let's also take a look at the Delhi Bulls lineup. When you saw that side coming into this player draft, you knew they packed a punch. What have they added since then, though? It was Blessing Muzarabani, James Vince, Tom Moores in Category B. And since then in Cat C, Qais Ahmed, the leggy. You've got Mir Hamza and also batting depth in the form of James Coles in Category C. So again, 16 names added over there. And we will head across into our next round of the draft next up, because now we move into a very, very interesting setup, the UAE Stars, and it's round 1 of the UAE Stars. And again, like we had earlier in the draft as well, most of our teams have picked a player in this category. However, there is just one side left to pick a player, and that is the Northern Warriors. So Northern Warriors, you've got 60 seconds to find a star from the UAE. .15 seconds left on the clock. It's the only team that needs to make a pick in the 8th round of our draft here. And I guess they know that even if they just let this one slide, they'll have another 60 seconds to come, given that it will be added on. And we'll restart the clock, I guess, for the squad, because there's only one side left to pick in this round anyway. So making use of that, I guess, are the Northern Warriors. So we'll continue with that clock, and hopefully this will be enough time to make your first pick from the UAE Stars in this 8th round of the draft. Every other side, remember, has made a pick in this round, including the Aspen Stallions, the Champs, the Riders, and every other unit. So looks like the Warriors have their pick now from the UAE Stars. Let's find out who that pick is. The local talent, always good to see them on display. It's Sagar Kalyan, who is the pick coming in for this side. The all-rounder, right-hand bat, right-arm offie, is drafted now, which means we'll take a short little breather. We've still got 2 rounds of the UAE Stars to come, and then the optional rounds and the emerging talent also to come. So short little breather as our teams get to reset, re-strategize, and keep moving.
All right, thanks, Sohail. And now joining me from the Vista Riders, Yavnish Adlaka and Sri Shant. Welcome, gentlemen. Sri, you're playing. We're so excited to have you now. Well, new team. What's it like so far for you guys?
Yeah, I must first say it's a great challenge. That's what people say, but I always tell the players it's an opportunity, especially a player like me. We are looking at players more. You will be surprised certain players are going to come in now. So T10 has always been exciting. The last time I played, I think it was 23. So where we decided one day we should have one team where we bring in all friends as well as the generation. And T10 is so exciting, exactly like what Delhi Bulls just said. Anybody can win here. And our Ravnish Bhai is more very technology based and technical wise. He looks into the statistics. We have a lot of team in front of us, which you can't see, the playback signals, as we call them. So just looking forward. And it's so exciting that most of the players, even though some players are missing this season, the exciting part is another players are getting opportunities. So looking forward to see those new talent.
True, and if you had to describe your ideal T10 player in 3 words in a format like this, which is the fastest format, what would it be?
In 3 words, because it's entertainment, I would say stylish, classy, and real.
All right, those are really good ones. Now, sir, you said you look into the technical side of things. When you're picking a side, do you look at T10 performers, or are you looking to back players from the other formats that would adapt in this format?
No, absolutely other formats as well. But there are so many leagues happening. You know, we have so much data available to us that we can see the latest performance of the players and analyze that. So it's a good work. At the same time, you know, too much data is also there. We have to look around that.
Too much confusion here. I always told you, even within the entire team, sometimes you have to go with the instincts. T10 is the fastest format. Like Mahiba used to say, you have to be street smart, but then you got to be sensible as well. Don't take the decision with your heart, but sometimes that hard decisions give you more results than the technologies and techniques.
Well, it is such a quick, well, so I'll let you go ahead. Come on, please.
I think apart from the data, what also look to play should be fearless, because T10 is about, fearlessness. So if that is there, you can win.
And now it's a format that is cricket's fastest format. It's a short period. How do you really get the team to come together and build that camaraderie?
It's all about togetherness. We think that it's a family for us. When we play, it's a sport that we enjoy so much that I also wanted to play some time back.
You can still play. That's the best part of this format.
So we want players who can connect together. So that's why we are bringing in everybody to enjoy cricket. That's what we all say to the people.
So I will add something to it. He spoke about the family part, but then there are so many leagues happening across the globe. So most of them are either playing together or playing in the same team. And one thing I would say about T10 is this format, which has been started, has been doing extremely well. And every individual, and even when we play other leagues in the world, we do have some resistance when it comes to Indian cricketers. But it's so amazing in cricket family and fraternity also that once you get retired also, you keep yourself fit like me. So, yeah.
And we're looking forward to that. Now, first time for you guys in the Abu Dhabi T10. You've probably watched a couple seasons. What's the one team in a way that you're like, we want to play like them? Or what's the one team that you think could really be tough for you guys?
It's a T10 format, so about the day when people are playing, it's just 1 over can change the game. So I think everybody is competitive here. What we want to bring in is the fresh energy. Maybe we can write a new story this time and we'll be the winners.
And are you happy with the picks that you had so far?
Yeah, I'm telling you, as I earlier said, it's going to be few cricketers. It's going to make waves in the future of international cricket as well. So we are looking at few cricketers which we have requested for them to. So they're going to make a lot of difference. And one more thing I want to say is, you asked me about the toughest opposition. All I can say is the toughest opposition for every team is going to be the Star Riders.
All right. Well, I'm going to say thank you so much, gentlemen. We're going to get moving again, and over to you, Sohail.
All right, welcome back to the Abu Dhabi T10 Player Draft 2025. We're going to move now into the next round of our draft, and that is again sticking with the UAE Stars in round 9 of the draft. It's UAE Stars 2, and the first pick of this round lies with the Deccan Gladiators. Guys, you've got 60 seconds on the clock. The UAE Stars, always an interesting set of signings for each and every setup here. We're starting here with the Gladiators, who already have Ibrar Ahmed in their first round of the UAE Stars. Who will they have joining Ibrar? Because let's remember, as we've had in the past, 2 players in the playing 11. And it's Mohammad Jawadullah, the left-arm pacer, coming into this setup. Congratulations to him and to the Gladiators as well. That's the first pick done and dusted. The second pick of this round lies with the Delhi Bulls. Delhi Bulls, you've got 60 seconds starting now. The Delhi Bulls, remember, had Mohammad Rohid, one of the well-known names in the UAE cricket scene. Who's going to join Rohid and the Delhi Bulls in 2025? It is Junaid Siddiqui. It is Junaid Siddiqui coming into the setup for the Delhi Bulls. Congratulations to them as well. And we move, therefore, into the third pick of this round, and that's with the Aspen Stallions. Stallions, you've got 60 seconds to find your next UAE star. All right, we've got the pick in for the Stallions, the second of their UAE stars for the Aspen Stallions, and they're going with Essam into their lineup here. Congratulations, the all-rounder, the leg spinner, right-hand bat is now part of the Stallions. That is the third pick of the round, and the fourth pick now lies with the Royal Champs. Champs, 60 seconds coming your way. Royal Champs, of course, had Rahul Chopra in the previous round of the UAE Stars. And they have added Haider Razak, the right-arm pacer, now part of the Royal Champs as well. That is the fourth pick of this round. The fifth pick of this UAE Stars category is with the Vista Riders. Vista Riders, where are you heading with this one? All right, done and dusted in this round. It is Ansh Tandon. Ansh Tandon, the leggy and left-hand bat, is now part of the Vista riders in this round, and that moves us now into the next pick, and that is the Ajman Titans. 3 picks to go in this round. Ajman Titans, your 60 seconds is on the clock. As ever, fastest finger first. I think we should just call Mickey Arthur the quickest of the lineup of the draft in 2025. And he's not wasted time because he's added Haider Ali, left arm spinner, coming into the Titans lineup. And that leaves just 2 picks of this round as well. And that is the Quetta Cavalry up next for our penultimate pick of this round. Cavalry, 60 seconds coming your way. Right, done and dusted. Another pick coming your way from the UAE Stars in this round. It's Abdul Ghaffar. Abdul Ghaffar for this squad. And that is the penultimate pick from the Cavalry. And that leaves us with just 1 pick in this round, and that is with the Northern Warriors. The final pick of the UAE Stars round 2. Northern Warriors, you've got 60 seconds. Wasting no time whatsoever in this round of the draft. And that will be the final pick of the draft. It's Yayin Kiran Rai, the all-rounder from the UAE. Leg spinner, right-hand bat, joining this squad. And that rounds out the entire round of the UAE Stars 2. And it's time, therefore, to catch up with another team member, a well-known face in amongst cricketing circles, a legend in his own right. You've got Chaminda Vas, the head coach of the Northern Warriors, now joining Tanvi. Tanvi, over to you.
Joining me is the head coach of the Northern Warriors, Chaminda Vas. Now, Chaminda, you've coached and played across several formats. How different is the T10?
Well, T10 is a different format. It's exciting cricketing world, but there are so many young cricketers who have been playing really well T10 cricket, and I'm so glad that being part of T10 competition, and looking forward to be with Northern Warriors.
And what would you say so far? Has everything gone as per the plan? All the players that you thought you guys wanted?
Yeah, we planned. Seems to me everything is in place right now.
Now, as a bowling legend yourself, how do you prepare the bowlers mentally in a format like the T10 where they could go for runs every ball? It is cricket's fastest format and there's some big hits.
Well, it's not easy, but most of the young fast bowlers nowadays, their skills are brilliant, not like our days, and they are capable, and they have get to know T10, and especially when it comes to T10, and I'm really exciting to work with them and give my expertise for them.
How different is the intensity in a format like T10 compared to what you've played in the past?
It's very fast, and it's going to be really fast, and the boys have been playing all over the world, and they're quite used to it, and they realize that T10 is different format, and they adjust accordingly, and I'm happy to see in the arena how they perform.
Well, it's your second season with the Northern Warriors, if I'm not mistaken. How do you really build that team camaraderie and get everyone together in such a short time, and it's a high-tempo tournament?
Well, everybody comes from different parts, and they have been playing everywhere in the world. When it comes to team like Northern Warriors, it's family. I think every team is unique and quite family environment, and I'm sure that the boys will get along, and they will really perform in the middle.
All right, well, Chamila, thank you so much for talking to us. We're going to let you get back to the draft, and over to you, Sohail.
Thanks so much for that, Tanvi, and lovely to hear from Chaminda Vas as well as we concluded another round of the UAE Stars. And maybe he will produce the next star from the UAE. Lovely to have a mentor like him in their squad as well. So we'll move into the next round, which is round number 10. It is UAE Stars category 3. I mean, the next of this UAE Stars category. The first pick in this round, as you can see on your screens, lies with the Ajman Titans. Titans, you've got 60 seconds to find your third UAE star. Ajman Titans had Alishan Sharafu and Haider Ali in the previous two rounds of the draft from the UAE. Who's their third and final pick from the UAE Stars? That's what we're left to find out now. With just under 30 seconds to go. .12 seconds to go. Mickey Arthur makes the pick done and dusted. And we'll have the name come up. There it is, Wasim Akram, also left-arm pacer. Are you pulling a fast one on us, Mickey? I wonder whether he's got the old Wasim Akram back to change nationalities or something. No, don't worry, it's a different Wasim Akram, but still a left-arm pacer. If he's as good as the predecessor, watch out the world of Abu Dhabi T10 cricket. So that is the first pick of this final round of the UAE Stars. We move to the next pick, and that is with the Quetta Cavalry for pick number 2. Your 60 seconds is on the clock. Quick pick in for the Cavalry for their final pick of the UAE Stars. It's Khuzaima bin Tanveer, right arm pacer. An economy just under 8.5. Quite handy in this format, to be honest. And that is the second pick, therefore, of this round for the Cavalry. We move swiftly, therefore, to the third pick. It's with the Northern Warriors for pick number 3 of the round. Northern Warriors have got their pick in as well. The final pick is Shahid Iqbal Bhutta, the right-arm pacer joining this squad. He'll want to be amongst the wickets for them in this campaign. And that is the next pick done and dusted for the Warriors. We'll move now to the reigning champions, the Deccan Gladiators. Your 60 seconds is on the clock. Didn't need 60, 10 is all it took, and the Deccan Gladiators have their final UAE star in their squad, and it is Ajay Kumar from the UAE, the left-arm pacer, now part of the Gladiators for 2025. That moves us nicely into the fifth pick of this round. It's with the Delhi Bulls. Delhi Bulls, your 1 minute starts now. The Delhi Bulls, remember, had Mohammad Rohit and added Junaid Siddiqui in their previous two rounds of the UAE Stars, searching for their last UAE star of the Player Draft 2025. We've got about 15 seconds left on the clock. And with about 11 seconds to go, they get the job done, do the Delhi Bulls, and we've got ourselves our final pick for the Bulls in the UAE Stars. It's Farhan Khan, right arm pacer, 4 wickets to his name already in T20s. But how many will he add in this format, cricket's fastest format? Time will tell. We'll move now to our next pick. 3 more to come in this UAE Stars category. The Aspen Stallions up next. You've got 60 seconds starting now. All right, we've got one more pick to come after this, but the Aspen Stallions, where are they heading for their final star from the UAE? It is Hafiz Ur Rahman, the left-arm pacer, who will join the squad. Played a bunch of first-class games, but it will be interesting to see how he goes in cricket's fastest format. And that leaves us with just 1 or 2 picks rather, and that is the Royal Champs up next, the 7th pick of this round. Your time starts now. It's a quick pick in for the Royal Champs, the 7th and penultimate pick of the UAE Stars. It's Zayed Ali, the all-rounder from the UAE. Decent strike rate. He's got a few wickets to go with that as well. So he joins the Royal Champs, which leaves us with one final pick of the UAE Stars in the 2025 player draft. And that is with the Vista Riders. Your 60 seconds is on the clock. Final pick of UAE Stars lying with the Vista Riders. These are the next set of household names from the UAE. They will no doubt become very, very popular names by the end of this next campaign. Who's it going to be joining the global legend of the squad, Sreesanth, who's been very busy at the table here at the draft? The Vista Riders have gone with Rizwan, the leggy and right-hand batter. He's got a 50 to his name in T20s. He'd love to add a few more to that in cricket's fastest format as well. So that brings us to the end of the UAE Stars in all 3 categories. It's only right that we take a look at a couple of these squads and have a look at how they shape up. And let's start firstly by looking at this squad, the Ajman Titans. The Ajman Titans, we knew they came in with Moeen Ali, Riley Russo, Chawla, Smeed, Behrendorff, Dan Lawrence, and Sharafu. But since then, look at what they've added in terms of absolute might. Alex Hales with the bat, Asif Ali, who can hit it a mile, Chris Green, who could even bowl with the new ball, for instance, as well. Akif Javed in category C, Zaman Khan, Anuran Donald with the gloves, and then you've got Haider Ali and Wasim Akram from the UAE to join this setup, which leaves just a few names left to fill, a minimum of 1, and they could add potentially 3 more thereafter. That's the Ajman Titans. Let's look also at the Vista Riders setup, another side that look very excited to be around the T10 format. What do they have in store for us as well? Faf du Plessis, Matt Wade, Sreesanth, who's here with us at the draft, Dwayne Pretorius, Rajapaksa, and Unmukh Chand to go with Harshit Kaushik ahead of the draft in terms of their retentions and signings. Andrew Tai with that variation with the ball, Ben McDermott, Dilshan Madhushankar with a bit more pace. Nahid Rana adds even more of that. And then the experience of Angelo Pereira, Sean Dixon, and two UAE stars in the form of Ansh Tandon and CP Rizwan. Well, we're going to swiftly move into the next round. I know that's music to everyone's ears. We are moving at a rapid pace here. So we'll move into the next set of names, which is the emerging talent. And again, some really, really interesting names that pop up here. This is now a talent pool that's under the age of 25 and can belong to any country. And also a gentle reminder that all teams will have 60 seconds per pick in this round. So the global emerging stars, let's start with pick number 1 in this lineup, and that is with the Aspen Stallions. Global emerging talent under the age of 25. Some really exciting names to come in these two rounds of the draft, no doubt. Aspen Stallions first up. And again, it's 60 seconds per team in this round, as it's been over the last few rounds of the draft as well. Into the final 10 seconds for the Stallions. 5 seconds to go. They get the pick in. Let's find out who the first global emerging star will be for the Stallions. It's Ashmead for them from the West Indies. Left arm spinner coming into this setup, drafted by the Stallions. That's pick number 1 in this round. And we move therefore to the Ajman Titans for the second pick of this round of emerging stars. Your 60 seconds starts now. Wasting no time whatsoever. 12 seconds from Lightning Mickey Arthur. We forget Lightning McQueen, and we'll throw that in there. Why not? Luke Benkenstein is the pick. The all-rounder from England. Leggy, right-handed bat. No doubt will be very, very handy in the T10 format. Looking forward to watching Luke take to the field in 2025. The third pick of the round is with the Deccan Gladiators. Reigning champs, you've got 60 seconds on the clock. Gladiators, even more rapid. They've got their first pick of emerging stars into the draft. We're moving at a rapid pace here in the draft with just a few categories to go. One more round of emerging stars and then the optional rounds. Where are the Deccan Gladiators going with this first pick of emerging stars? It's Ali Raza from Pakistan. The right arm pacer joins the squad at the Gladiators. That's the third pick. Into the fourth pick now of this round. It lies with the Delhi Bulls. Delhi Bulls, you've got 60 seconds starting now. The Delhi Bulls, of course, remember, will perhaps be led by Rovman Powell. You've got Phil Salt, Kyron Pollard, the global legend who could lead the side as well. Tim Davis, Sunil Narayan. They've added Blessing Muzarabani, James Vince, Tom Moores, Kes Ahmed for the spin department. Mir Hamza, James Coles. Mohammad Rohit, of course, from the UAE, was already signed before the draft. And 20-odd seconds to go. They get the pick done for the emerging stars to be added to the side as well. The Delhi Bulls go to Brian Bennett from Zimbabwe. And this is an all-rounder who can bat a bit, bowl a bit as well, and could be very handy in this format. Lovely to have more all-rounders added to the mix. So that's the Delhi Bulls done and dusted in this round. You've got next up the Quetta Cavalry side for the next pick with 60 seconds on the clock. Where will the cavalry head here to add to Livingston, Jason Holder, plenty of all-rounders in the mix as well. Emerging star number 1 for the cavalry, and it's Arafat Minhas from Pakistan. Left-hand bat, left-arm spinner comes into the mix. Very, very handy strike rate, in excess of 130 wickets to go with that as well. Good addition to the cavalry. That leaves us now with 3 picks in this round, and the next one lies with the Royal Champs. Your 60 seconds is on the timer. Didn't need much of that time as well to pick their global emerging star, the Royal Champs. And in round 11, who have we got joining them? It is Kelvin Pittman from the West Indies. The right-arm pacer joins the Royal Champs. And that leaves us with just 2 picks left in this 11th round of the player draft. And that is now next up with the Vista Riders. Your 60 seconds starts now. This is the second last pick of the T10 Global Emerging Stars in round 1. A lot of teams giving this proper thought, taking their time. Good to see. Few seconds left. And I think they might have to pass and come back. And that's fine. There's only 1 team left to pick. So actually doesn't really affect them too much. So we'll move on to the 8th pick before we come back to the Vista Riders. It is the Northern Warriors next up to pick. And that'll give the Riders some time to assess their next pick as well. So Northern Warriors, you've got 60 seconds on the clock. The Northern Warriors aren't giving the Riders too much time. They've got their pick inside of 5 seconds. So it'll be back to the Riders up next. And they go with Bilal Sami from Afghanistan. The right-arm pacer will join the Warriors set up for the 8th pick of this round. And we will go back now for another 60 seconds to the Vista Riders. You've got 60 more seconds to find a global emerging star. Back with the Vista Riders. There we go. And that's a pick in the final pick of this round, going to the Vista Riders for the end of round 11. And it's Izharulak Naveed who will join them from Afghanistan. The leggy will come in to the 2025 T10 in Abu Dhabi, joining the Vista Riders. And that is the end of the 11th round of the player draft of the Abu Dhabi T10. Just a quick roundup of the names. Asmead Ned for the Aspen Stallions. You've got Luke Benkenstein joining the Titans. Ali Raza for the Deccan Gladiators. The Delhi Bulls going with Brian Bennett from Zimbabwe. Arafat Minas for the Quetta Cavalry. Kelvin Pittman from the Royal Champs. Izharulak Naveed, as we just saw, for the Vista Riders. And Bilal Sami for the Northern Warriors in that round of the draft. It's now time to catch up with another owner from the Abu Dhabi T10, and Miss Almas Ahmed from the Northern Warriors joining Tanvi Shah. Tanvi, over to you.
Thank you, Sohail. Joining me is Miss Almas Ahmad, the owner of the Northern Warriors. Now, you're with a team that has won twice so far already in the Abu Dhabi T10. How excited are you to be a part of this journey?
I'm very excited, and I think it's a very proud moment for both of us, me and Tarun, to be a part of T10 Abu Dhabi.
And how's the draft been going so far? I mean, you have a legend as your coach as well. I'm sure that helps.
Yes, that definitely helps. And I'm learning still, so I have a very good team which is helping out. And of course, yes, all of us are just sitting with the tensed up movement and everything. Yeah.
Did you have a lot of nerves coming into this draft, and how much work has really gone into this?
A lot of work from our coaches to our team members, everyone, a lot of work.
As a team owner, how involved have you been in this entire process?
Honestly, not very much because I'm still learning. So I have our people who are very brilliant and very much experienced than me. So I'm just following their footsteps. Let's say that.
Now, would you say as a team owner, you're calm or you're going to be really involved during the season because we're looking forward to seeing you in the stands cheering for your team?
Of course, yes, I'll be cheering for our team. And what do you say, Mr. Tarun? What do you do? I'd like to say it's a two-word as well.
She's into fragrance and she like the thing that who everywhere is fragrance. Who connected the people, thing who connects everyone, she likes that. So that's why she likes cricket. We all are connected and so country-wise. So that's right.
And if there's one message that you guys want to give the rest of the teams, watch out for the Northern Warriors, what would that be?
It's not about only winning, I would say. Yes, but we want to be an inspiration for our young generation and to learn a lot of cricket and a lot of sports. So yeah, we want to leave a message. Definitely, yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Almas, for joining us. We're going to let you get back to the draft and over to you, Sohail.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks so much, guys. Fantastic to hear from more owners of the Abu Dhabi T10 in 2025. We're going to find them a few more global emerging stars coming up next because in round 12, it is another set of the global emerging names that we want to see under 25 years of age. And we will move into the first pick of the emerging stars in the second of this category. And first up is the Ajman Titans with the first pick of this round. Ajman Titans, you've got 60 seconds on the clock. Wow, we're going to have to keep thinking of new monikers for you, Mickey. This is lightning stuff from you. Inside 3 seconds this time around for the Ajman Titans. They found their second global emerging star, and it's Tom Aspinwall, who comes in from England, the right-arm pacer. He's got 19 wickets in the T20 format. He's got a 4 thrown in there as well. That could come handy in the T10 setup as well. And that's the first pick done and dusted, therefore, for the Ajman Titans. We move next to the Deccan Gladiators, the reigning champions. Who have you got for us? Tell us in 60 seconds. They don't need 60. Inside 10, they say, is just fine for the Gladiators to find their final global emerging star of the draft in 2025. Some really interesting names coming through, and this is now Wafiullah Tarakil from Afghanistan, the right-handed batter. A strike rate close to 150, always handy in this format. So that's the second pick done in this 12th round of the draft. And we move next into the Aspen Stallions. You've got 60 seconds coming your way. 10 seconds now left for the Stallions to make their pick. Or they will have to wait to the end of this round. Oh, with 2 seconds to go, the Stallions get the job done and find a player in the global emerging player pool. Who's it going to be for the Stallions in this 12th round of the draft? All right, we will move forward then. I guess the Aspen Stallions did not actually make their pick yet, so we'll move quickly into the next pick, and the Aspen Stallions will come back around at the end of this round. The next pick will be with the Quetta Cavalry for the 4th pick of this round. You've got 60 seconds on the clock. So the Cavalry get their pick in, adding more to their Cavalry, no doubt. And this will be the final emerging star before we head into our optional rounds, which also become quite interesting for the squads. Umar Lohia from the UAE is the latest addition to this squad. The Cavalry add Lohia to their side, and that moves us into the Vista Riders for the 5th pick of this round. You've got 60 seconds on the clock. And the Vista Riders get their pick done. Let's find out who it is. It is Akeem August from the West Indies. Left-handed batter, strikes it hard, and under the age of 25, he's got the potential to go big as well. So that's the Vista Riders done and dusted for this round. Up next, we've got the Northern Warriors. Warriors, your 60 seconds is on the clock. Very swiftly done by the Northern Warriors. And they've gone with Faridun Dawodzai from Afghanistan, the left-arm pacer. Dawodzai now added to that side. That leaves us with a few more picks in this round. We will head to the Delhi Bulls up next for your 60 seconds. And the Delhi Bulls have got their second emerging star, the last of them from this draft, and it's Arab Gul from Afghanistan. Right arm leg spinner joins the side. More bowling depth for the Delhi Bulls. That leaves us with 2 more sides. Remember, we will go back to the previous one as well. First up, though, it is the Royal Champs for the 8th pick of this round. They've gone with Vishen Halambage from Sri Lanka, the right arm leggy, the all-rounder. And therefore, we will go back. Remember, we've got 1 team left to pick a player in the emerging stars. So your 60 seconds, Aspen Stallions, is on the clock. The final pick of the emerging stars for the Player Draft 2025 lies with the Aspen Stallions. Stallions, remember, already had Ashmead Ned in the previous round. Where are they heading in this one? One final emerging star before we get into the optional rounds. You could add a couple more in there as well. Stallions have made their pick. And it's Matthew Hurst from England, the keeper batter, will join the Stallions in 2025. And that brings us to the end of the emerging stars of the T10 draft in 2025. And before we move forward, let's just take a look at how some of the other squads are shaping up as well. Let's first give you a look at this 12th round of the Global Emerging Stars. Tom Aspinwall for the Ajman Titans, Wafiullah Tarakhil for the Deccan Gladiators, Matt Hurst, as we just saw, for the Aspen Stallions, Umar Lohia going to the Quetta Cavalry side, Akeem August to the Vista Riders, the left-hand batter. You've got Faridun Dawodzai to the Northern Warriors from Afghanistan, Arab Gul to the Delhi Bulls, and Vishen Halambage from Sri Lanka heading to the Royal Champs. But let's also take a look at a couple of the squads to see how they're shaping up at this stage of the draft before we head into the optional rounds. And let's start with the Northern Warriors. The Northern Warriors, remember, came in with Shimron Hetmeyer as their icon, Trent Bolt, Thisara Pereira as the global legend, Johnson Charles, Colin Munro, Azmatullah Omarzai, a great pick for them as well, alongside Tabraiz Shamsi. Remember, this is a side that only came in with 5 players in amongst their pre-draft signings. They added Omarzai, added Tabraiz Shamsi, added Odeyan Smith, Dahani, Chandimal, a lot of experience in this side. Then went back towards the Afghanistan setup for Hazratullah Zazai, who is an outstanding batter himself, Asita Fernando, Sagar Kalyan, Kiran Rai, and Iqbal Bhutta from the UAE, before they've now added Bilal Sami and Faridun Dawodzai in terms of the emerging talent. They've hit their minimum number. They could potentially add 2 more as well. But let's also take a look at another side, the Aspen Stallions. They were the last to add Matthew Hurst to their side as well in terms of the emerging talent. Before that, Ashmead Ned. But they came in with Sam Billings, Timal Mills, Bhaji, who's their global legend, Andre Fletcher, Avishka Fernando with the bat from Sri Lanka, Binura Fernando with the ball as well, alongside Zohair Iqbal. But look at some of the names they've added since then. Shafin Rutherford, the all-rounder, more with the bat than with the ball, of course. Saif Hassan, Ryan Burl from Zimbabwe, Akhilesh Bodugum from Category C, Ali Khan, Ben Cutting adds a lot of experience from Australia, and from the UAE, they've gone with Hafizur Rahman and Essam from the UAE as well to go with Ashmead Ned and Matt Hurst. Yeah, it's been an incredible draft so far, and we're seriously looking forward to another brilliant season of the Abu Dhabi T10. But Tanvi, I know you've got Matt Boucher alongside you, and I'm sure he's going to throw even more light on what we can expect from this season. So it's back to you.
Thank you, Sohail. Matt, we're so happy to have you here. Tell us what it's like to see T10 grow every year. It's just getting bigger, better, and stronger.
Yeah, well, another fantastic night. Thank you to everyone here and everyone behind the scenes who makes it all happen. We've got a huge bank of sound engineers here, and yourself and Sohail with unbelievable cricket knowledge that you conduct the draft so brilliantly. So yeah, 7 years now. Time's fly, but yeah, I mean, we can't help but thank all our partners in Abu Dhabi and the UAE, the Emirates Cricket Board, Department of Culture and Tourism, everyone at Abu Dhabi Sports Council, and of course our friends at 10 Sports Management, led by Shaji and Fayaz. And we've got a great team. We keep working hard. We keep optimizing. You look at Wimbledon, you look at the RNA and the Open Championship. All these events have gone on for 125, 130 years. So we do have areas that we are improving. We've done a lot of work with players this year. We've got a brilliant player management council behind us. So all of that very definitive accuracy on the player shortlists, I think we've done a really good job of that this year, and we'll continue to improve.
Do you think some of the teams will go for the optional players?
Yeah, I think it's a brilliant round. I mean, you get two free picks at the end, really, from anybody who is selected in Category A and below. You can't repick a platinum level player, but you can go back into the draft. You then evaluate your team composition together with your analyst team, and then you can really pick absolutely anybody who you feel would fill the gaps as such, but it's a stronger category than that. I'm sure we will get a really nice mix of UAE players and some big global stars who have gone unpicked. coming into those last two optional categories, and just to bolster up the teams and make sure their balance is perfect and keep the coaches happy.
How has the Abu Dhabi sports ecosystem helped T10 get where it is?
Well, I think it helps. We've got 850,000 square meters of
Wow.
our site at Abu Dhabi Cricket and Sports Hub. We welcome about 800,000 people every year, playing about 31 sports at our facility, which you can see the stadium behind us, but there's a lot behind it. And there's a lot of community traction, which is brilliant when it comes to spectatorship and doing any sort of community marketing and promotional activities. It really means you have a wide network. We've got 75 operators contributing towards these 30 sports, so we can immediately go out and market through those avenues and mediums, and that helps us really bring everybody together.
I mean, like you said, I think Abu Dhabi Sports Hub does a lot for the community. I also think it's become definitely one of the top sporting destinations. How does the T10 tie into that from the larger vision?
Yeah, I think we've got Abu Dhabi Sports Council above us, so they've got really a three-pronged mandate to bring in international events into Abu Dhabi and to run, I think they run about 350 community events throughout the year, which is incredible. And they manage a whole set of stadia infrastructure as well. So we have them above us and as a really, really key partner, led by His Excellency Alawani, and they couldn't be more supportive of everything we're doing here, which is obviously led by the international events that we host, and the cream of the crop of that is Abu Dhabi T10, which we're very, very proud of. But yeah, we're backed up with a great set of people at Sports Council, and that really does, keep us moving every day.
Well, Matt, I just want to say thank you for joining us.
Thank
you
you.
for your time.
Thank you for your brilliant presenting.
No, thank you. You're the legend, Matt. I know you have a flight tomorrow, and I just want to say once again, thank you, and we're going to see you on the 18th of November. Let's have another brilliant season.
Thank you very much, everyone.
And
Thanks
for now, we need to go back to Sohail Chandok, who's waiting to keep things going.
Thanks for that, Tanvi and Matt. Looking forward to a huge season of the Abu Dhabi T10 in 2025. So that's the end of our emerging stars as well, which now means we've got two optional rounds in the Abu Dhabi T10 player draft. And I'm just going to go to all the teams at this stage to get a show of hands of any teams that are indeed looking to pick players in the optional draft round. Because, of course, this is an optional round. Teams can select players if they wish to do so from category A, B, C, UAE Stars, or the T10 Global Emerging. So I'm just going to pause here because you do have 45 seconds in this round. If we can get a show of hands, our technical committee will have a look. And if we know that there are teams keen to pick players, we will then head into the optional round of the draft. But we're now going to move quickly into our final two rounds of the player draft. Into round 13 first up. This is optional round number 1. So what I will do is, as we go through the pick order, request each team to show me your hand and let me know if you are making a pick in this round or not. And we'll then move forward into the next team should they wish to pick an optional player as well. And the first team in sequence in this optional round 1 are the Delhi Bulls. I already see a show of hands, and therefore Delhi Bulls, you've got 45 seconds on the clock starting now. It's a quick pick for the Delhi Bulls. It's an interesting round, the optional round, because you can pick players from category A, B, C, all the way down to the emerging stars, and that is a handy pick for the Delhi Bulls. They've gone with the big West Indian all-rounder in the form of Romario Shepherd. So congratulations, a brilliant late pick coming in for the Delhi Bulls, and that is some serious might already in that squad and more Caribbean flair added to the Delhi Bulls. Up next in this round, we've got the Royal Champs. Can I just get a show of hands if you're going to pick a player in this round, please? And then we will come to you, the Royal Champs. And it seems like we are going to get a pick from the Royal Champs. So your 45 seconds is on the clock. Still a lot of brilliant, big names that have gone unsold, and therefore some exceptional talent still to come in these two rounds of the draft. All right, they've gone with Ziaur Rahman Sharifi from Afghanistan. The pacer comes into the Royal Champs as a late addition in the first of our optional rounds. We've now got the Aspen Stallions up next for the third pick of this round. Aspen Stallions, can I just get a quick show of hands if you are going to indeed pick a player in this round? If you are not going to pick a player, could you please hit the skip button and we'll move forward into the next. I see a show of hands, so yes, I think they are going to make a pick in this round, in which case your 45 seconds, Aspen Stallions, will start now. And the Aspen Stallions have made a pick as well. We've already seen a couple of really interesting picks in the optional round. The Aspen Stallions are going with Monarch Patel from the USA. Keeper batter added to their unit in the optional round number 1. We now move to the Vista Riders. Can I just get, again, a show of hands from the Vista Riders? Are you going to make a pick in this round? Just a second, they say. Or is that a yes? That is a yes? Yep, okay. So we'll get 45 seconds on the clock for the Vista Riders starting now. And again, all with very quick picks. There's some good names still left in this draft and some serious names as well. So optional pick number 1 for the Vista Riders. Who have they gone for? Murli Vijay, why not? Oh, I like that. A good friend of Sri as well, and someone that adds a bit more style and panache to that setup. Looking forward to him perhaps opening the innings in the T10 format. Maybe Sri will get him to roll his arm over as well with a little cheeky off spin. He says, no, he's going to get carted. Maybe not, he says. But we'll move forward into the next pick, and that is for the Ajman Titans. Mickey Arthur, are you going to exercise your option in this round or not? Yes, he says. So you will get 45 seconds on the clock, Mickey. Your 45 seconds starts now. And where are the Ajmal squad going here? The Titans with Joe Clark from England. Very handy strike rate. Good with the gloves as well. Joe Clark is a late addition to the Ajmal Titans. And we move next to the Quetta Cavalry for the 6th optional pick. Seems like everyone so far has exercised their option. Are you guys going to do the same, Cavalry? Yes is the answer, and you've got 45 seconds on the clock, therefore, starting now. I'm loving these optional rounds. Just the ability to pick from anywhere could be the decisive picks, to be honest, when it comes to the tournament later this year. Gurukesh Moti, the left-arm spinner from the West Indies. Another key addition late in the player draft, this time around, heading their way to the Quetta Cavalry, which leaves us with 2 picks in this first optional round. You've got the Northern Warriors first up. Northern Warriors, can I get a show of hands, please? If you are going to make, yep, that's a show of hands. And therefore, Northern Warriors, your 45 seconds is on the clock. Wasting no time, the Warriors as well. And they've got an optional pick with 1 more perhaps still to come. As we've said earlier, a total of another set of players could come in. Prabhat Jayasuriya is the pick, or is it? There we go. It is confirmed now. Prabhat Jayasuriya is the pick for the Northern Warriors, as it was first up for them. I get a thumbs up from the side as well. Congratulations. A good addition to the setup, which leaves us with just 1 more pick in this first of our 2 optional rounds, and it lies with the reigning champions. Deccan Gladiators, you've got 45 seconds on the clock. And the Deccan Gladiators have got their first of 2 optional picks. And it's Laurie Evans from England, the keeper batter. Another addition, and he has got a mammoth, colossal strike rate, close to 170. Could come very, very handy in this format, of course. So that is the last of our optional round 1 picks. Going to go across to Tanvi Shah. Tisha, who have you got?
Thank you, Sohail. Joining me is the CEO of Royal Champs, Rajashri Iyer. Rajashri, it's your first big draft with this team. How have things gone so far for you guys, and are you happy with how the squad is shaped up?
Yes, it's been a hectic 1 week. I've just been onboarded. And it is exciting because I have been watching Abu Dhabi T10 for the past 8 seasons. So the way it has grown, reached the 9th season, it's definitely impactful. So we have So we have Courtney Walsh. So Courtney Walsh was a head coach who's stuck in a storm a bit. He was there earlier, but however, I think the picks have been very good. Very excited with the pre-signings. We have Jason Roy. He's a hard hitter. He's a right-hand. We managed to pick up Shakib Al Hussain as a global legend because, he was available. And so we are very, very, he's an all-rounder. We have a death bowler, Chris Jordan. So I think the pool of the players have also been extremely good. So it has been very good. We picked up 2, Rahul Chopra, who's very, very good in UAE, also a batter and wicket keeper, and Niroshan Dikwala. So our pre-signings have been pretty exciting. And now today was we just have to see how the squad shapes up. It's not always easy when you have some of the 6th or the 8th pick, but we'll see how it all goes. But we have some good picks there.
You have taken your first major step before the tournament. If you had to tell us your immediate reaction after this draft, what would it be?
We have to think through the whole thing and plan the strategy because all the other teams, all the other 7 teams, congratulations to all, have also got good picks. So I'm sure the coaches will be working very hard on the combinations because it's all about the combinations in the end. And let's see what's in store for us. I'm excited, and so is the team.
Well, we're excited too. If you were to mention one player from your squad that you think is going to make a massive impact this season, who would you say that is?
Wow, I mean, that's a difficult one. Maybe I'll skip that and leave that for Courtney, who can take it up tomorrow.
All right.
Is that okay?
That's all right. We're definitely going to get that answer from you at some point. If not now, maybe before the season starts. So thank you, Rajashri, so much for joining us. Hope you had a good draft. And now back to Sohail.
Thanks so much for that, guys. Really nice to hear from another setup in this player draft. And it's been an exciting draft for every single team out there. And we're coming to the end of what's been a really, really busy Abu Dhabi T10 player draft in 2025. Our final round of the draft. It is an optional round yet again, so I will again go around to each team, get a show of hands before I come to the team. You do have the option of the skip button if you do want to opt out of the round. I can already see a few hands going up though, which is a positive sign. And no doubt there's more talent to be added, more unsold players to be added. So we will start now with the Royal Champs for our final round of the draft, the first pick of this 14th round. Royal Champs, you've got 45 seconds on the clock. Right, the champs have their final pick of the 2025 player draft. It is Aaron Jones from the USA, the all-rounder, coming into the champs as their last pick. They had a really good draft overall, and congratulations, that is your side done and dusted. So big hand to you guys for completing your entire unit as well. And we'll head now to the Delhi Bulls up next. The Delhi Bulls, your final pick of the player draft 2025. 45 seconds to get there. Remember, the Delhi Bulls added Romario Shepherd in the previous round, which was a key signing for them as an optional player. Where are they going with the second optional player? Oh, it's another big one. Fazal Haq Farooqi from Afghanistan. That's two decisive optional picks for the Delhi Bulls in the form of the Afghanistan player. Congratulations to the Delhi Bulls. They have now completed their squad for 2025, and a good-looking squad at that, heading into this season of the Abu Dhabi T10. We now move to the third pick of the final optional round, and that is with the Northern Warriors. Northern Warriors, you've got 45 seconds on the clock. Northern Warriors, remember, added Prabhat Jayasuriya in the previous round, the Sri Lankan. Where do they head for their final player of 2025? There's still a few really interesting names unsold in the player list. And they've gone with Kadeem Alain this time around. We thought they had him last time. They've added him now. Kadeem Alain from the West Indies, the all-rounder, joins the Warriors as their final pick. Congratulations to you guys as well. Your squad looks well-rounded and done and dusted at this stage as well. So now pick number 4 in the final round of the player draft. It is with the Ajman Titans. Mickey Arthur, let her rip. Again, lightning from Mickey Arthur right through the draft. Just a few seconds needed. And the final player of the Titans is Asif Khan from the UAE. The right-handed batter being added. And that is a great final pick, a home pick for the Ajman Titans. And that is a lovely looking setup as well that you've got there, Mickey Arthur. Congratulations to you and the entire setup at the Ajman Titans. We'll move now to pick number 5 of the final round. It's the Quetta Cavalry. Cavalry, who else are you adding with 45 seconds left on the clock? The Cavalry, they added Gudakesh Moti, the left-arm spinner from the West Indies in the last round. In the optional round, they've made another decisive pick, no doubt. Where is the final player coming from? He's coming from the UAE. He's coming from home. And it's Ali Nasir, the all-rounder, left-hand bat, right-arm pacer, joins the side as a final pick. And that will be a good pick for them as well, no doubt. So congratulations to that side. You've made all your picks, done and dusted. Big smiles from that camp as well. So that is another very, very good pick done for the Quetta Cavalry side. Now, 3 picks remain. The Aspen Stallions have 45 seconds left. And Aspen Stallions will come to you for your final pick of the player draft. All right, the Aspen Stallions have made their pick. Their final player of 2025 is Harshit Seth from the UAE. Left-arm spinner, right-handed batter, joins the squad. And that is your final pick as well. Done. Congratulations to the Stallions and all the best to you and the entire unit for the 2025 Abu Dhabi T10. That leaves us with just 2 sides left to fill the final pieces of their puzzle. And we'll head first up to the Vista Riders. Vista Riders, you've got 45 seconds on the clock for your final pick. Let's remember, they added Murli Vijay to open the batting perhaps in the last round. Very, very interesting optional pick last time around. Where are they going this time? All right. How interesting is this pick going to be? Let's say very, because it comes from Afghanistan. It's Sharafuddin Ashraf, the left-arm spinner, right-handed batter. Congratulations to the Vista Riders on a really good player draft yourselves. Big smiles right through the player draft as well, and thanks so much for joining us through it. Congratulations and good luck for your campaign with what looks like a really well-rounded unit for you as well. Finally, our last pick of the Abu Dhabi T10 Player Draft 2025. Well, justifiably maybe, it's with the reigning champions, the Deccan Gladiators. Your 45 seconds is on the clock. And we have it, our final pick of the 2025 player draft. It's Mark Chapman from New Zealand. Wow, this man hits the ball an absolute mile. The lefty is now part of the reigning champs. And that, ladies and gentlemen, means we have every single squad completed in the Abu Dhabi T10 for 2025. A big round of applause for every squad that came together to put the pieces of the puzzle in. And boy, are they some really, really good pieces of the puzzle. We saw some brilliant retentions, pre-draft signings, and at the end of it all, there are some names here which it is going to be unbelievable to watch through the course of this season. Let's just round out this optional round 2, round 14 of the draft as well. Aaron Jones to the Royal Champs, Fazalak Farooqi to the Delhi Bulls, Kadeem Alain to the Northern Warriors, Asif Khan going to the Ajman Titans, Ali Nasir to the Quetta Cavalry, Harshit Seth to the Aspen Stallions, Sharafuddin Ashraf to the Vista Riders, and all the way from New Zealand to the Deccan Gladiators. Our final pick is Mark Chapman, the left-handed batter. And that brings us to the end of what has been a terrific player draft in 2025. I mean, I'm seriously excited, and I can only imagine what Shaji ul Mulk is feeling as well. Shaji, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I can see you smiling already. It's another very successful player draft. We are looking forward to another unbelievable season of T10 cricket. How much have you loved this evening here?
Oh, it's absolutely incredible. Real, looking at the level of the players and the squads, I can say that any of these teams can actually challenge any IPL team. The talent is fantastic. Thank you all. Thank you the whole team for doing a great job. And I wish all the 8 teams the very best. Exciting season 9.
Thank you so much for that, Shaji. And thank you to all of our teams that have joined us for this player draft in 2025. And a big thank you to Tanvi Shah, who rejoins me up on stage as well. We will see all the teams when the league resumes, gets back for another brilliant season as well. But Tanvi, how excited are you? How much have you loved another player draft? It's just been a really enjoyable evening, because when you look back at some of the squads, for me, my eyes go to each of these squads which are set up so beautifully. And I think we should just start with the Ajman Titans. Let's go in alphabetical order, maybe.
I mean, first I just want to say, Sohail, you're amazing. Have you? You haven't had a break. Have you eaten? I don't know what's going on.
I could be charging to the loo after this, maybe, because it's been that long. But I've loved every moment of it. I think just seeing how engaged the teams have been as well has just kept me on my toes. And I've been on my toes a long time. I know that.
You're amazing, honestly. But
Thank
just having all our owners, our coaches joining us, Shaji joining us, I think it's incredible to see, as we see T10 every year goes from strength to strength, the player field gets stronger, and everyone's looking forward to season time.
Yeah, it's nice to see some new faces as well in amongst the team owners. Let's take you through some of the squads because I think it'll give you a great idea of some of the biggest names who are going to be on display at the Abu Dhabi T10 in 2025. Let's start with the Ajman Titans. And when I take a look at this unit here, Tanvi, it really excites me because coming in, they had the likes of Moin Ali, they had Riley Rousseau, Piyush Chawla will lend so much experience to that unit as well, Jason Behrendorff, Dan Lawrence. But coming into the draft itself, they've added Alex Hales, who again just scores runs for fun. They've got Ashif Ali, they've got Akif Javed as well, Chris Green, who can bowl in any situation, Zaman Khan, Anurin Donald as well coming in, Haider Ali, Wasim Akram, not the Pakistani legend Wasim Akram, but hopefully he will be a legend in his own right. You then added Luke Benkenstein in the emerging stars, Tom Aspinwall, Joe Clark, and Asif Khan. It looks like a really nice mix of a lot of experience coming in with some great local talent as well, including Alishan Sharafu, who's a really good talent from the UAE. So to me, that looks like a side that's got a lot of options when it comes to the ball, but also bowlers who can bat and shuffle up and down the order.
Now, if you had to pick your favorites from this team, who would they be, Sohail?
Oh, I mean, I go a long way with the baby-faced assassin that is Piyush Chawla. I've played a lot of cricket with him as well. And to me, I want to see how he goes in this T10 format. He's got still one of the better googlies in the world of cricket. And I think he'll come out excited, but Moin Ali in amongst it. Riley Rousseau, superb to watch. Jason Behrendorff. But however, when it comes to the shorter format, Alex Hales just is dynamite. So
I agree. I have to agree.
Alex Hales with the bat. Just want to see Piyush roll his arm over again with the ball. So those two maybe for me.
All right, and should we move on to the next team now? Which one is that?
Aspen Stallions, should we go there?
I think we can.
Yeah, let's head across to the Aspen Stallions because when I take a look at this side as well, again, very interestingly set up coming in. They started with Sam Billings as their icon player. When you look at this setup here, Timal Mills came into this unit before the draft too as their platinum player. You've then got Budgie, Andre Fletcher, Avishka Fernando, Binura Fernando as well. A lot of big names, but for me, a key signing, Shofane Rutherford. I'm a bit surprised no one else jumped on him earlier. Ryan Burl from Zimbabwe is an interesting spot as well. He can bat, he can bowl. You've got Ali Khan. Ben Cutting seems to just keep going and going in every format from Australia. And I know a certain presenter might be pretty happy about sharing a room perhaps again with a family member. You've also got the likes of Hafizur Rahman, Ashmead, Ned, Matt Hurst comes in, and then two late signings from Monarch Patel and Harshit. Now, what I see with the Aspen Stallions is that they've not been afraid to go with slightly untested talent as well. So a really exciting side. I think we'll get some new household names from this side.
I agree, and I feel like I've seen Shofane in the IPL quite closely with my team.
Yeah.
And the guy is dynamite.
Yes.
But also Harbhajan Singh, how exciting is that?
Experience, he's a wily customer. He'll still bowl with variety. He'll give you something. He'll give you something in the dressing room as well. Really exciting to see
And
how
I'm
he'll
sure
go.
Aaron Holland's going to be really excited about Ben making the squad, and we're happy to see both of them together.
Absolutely. Should we head across to another side?
Let's go, and that is Deccan Gladiators, the side that has done a lot of damage. They've won 3 titles,
Yeah.
3 Abu Dhabi T10s.
And I can tell you that they looked the part in 2025 as well, because coming in, they'd done most of their work right there. They kept the core really strong. Nick Purran, Marcus Stoinis, Dre Russ, Akil Hussain. That's 2 really good West Indians to go with Nick Purran at the top. Tom Kohler-Cadmore, who is absolutely special to watch as well. Richard Gleeson. David Visa has been added. Again, gives you great stuff on the field with the ball, with the bat. Lahiru Kumara, so too with the ball as well. Jordan Thompson. Dilpreet Singh is a youngster to watch, or an Associate Nation talent to watch as well. Jake Ball, again, a very interesting talent. Ibrar Ahmed from the UAE. But then when you look down to the last couple of picks, for me, those were interesting too, because you've gone with Laurie Evans, and now suddenly you've got Mark Chapman from New Zealand. I think Mark Chapman up the order could be so good to watch because they've got the middle order might. You've got Marcus Stoinis, Dre Russ, Akil Hussain, Nick Purran. Suddenly now you've got Chapman from New Zealand who can set the innings on fire. So again, looks like a side that actually could yet again scarily go the distance.
Yeah, Deccan Gladiators. Something about this team, I have to say. They always, just looking at the pre-signings as well, like you mentioned,
Yeah.
like so much power in there. And of course, Tom Kolak had more. He's, I think, quite something when it comes to T10. He knows
Yeah.
what that format is all about.
He certainly is. Where should we jump in next?
Delhi Bulls, let's go.
I like that. Let's go to the Delhi Bulls. The Delhi Bulls again. I think this is a really dangerous unit. Coming in, we all saw it coming as well. Rovman Powell, the icon, Phil Salt. He will start with an absolute blaze at the top of the order. Kyron Pollard, Tim David, again that middle order might that we speak of. Sunil Narayan, bat him anywhere, bowl him anywhere, he'll be gold. Blessing Muzarabani, exceptional talent with the ball from Zimbabwe. James Vince was added. Tom Moores, K.S. Ahmed, the leggy, Mir Hamza, James Coles as well coming in. They had Mohammad Rohid from the UAE. Again, a big talent from that region. Junaid Siddiqui and Farhan Khan, the other two UAE stars. Then Brian Bennett from Zimbabwe, Arab Gul, and for me, two absolute monster signings when it comes to using the optional rounds. I think Delhi Bulls did it brilliantly. Romario Shepherd, another West Indian, and Fazalak Faruqi, two brilliant signings when it comes to the optional rounds. For me, when it actually came down to maybe two pivotal signings at the fag end of the auction, that could be brilliant for them going forward as well.
It actually could be a game changer. Those optional rounds, I think, done brilliantly by Delhi Bulls. And of course, some of those members of that squad really experienced. They know what T10's like. And they're not going to shy down. They're not going to back down. They're really going to be going for it.
Absolutely. Should we
go
go
to the next one?
Yeah.
Northern Warriors.
Let's go there. Let's go to Northern Warriors. Again, a side that's got a lot of experience as well. Because when you speak of someone like Trent Bolt coming into this setup to join the likes of Shimron Hetmeyer, Thisara Pereira, who's a captaincy contender himself, Johnson Charles, Colin Munro from New Zealand, that's some heavy-hitting talent in the mix. But then, I love the way they actually started the draft. Azmatullah Omarzai, the all-rounder, Tabraiz Shamsi, he will be so good with the ball in this format. Odean Smith can hit it a mile, will bowl some critical overs. Shahnawaz Dahani from Afghanistan. Dinesh Chandimal with the experience. Hazratullah Zazai, again with the bat, could be clinical for them. Asita Fernando. You don't see any names that haven't been around the block a long time. So they've gone with the experienced names as well. But then late in the draft, you've got someone like Prabhat Jayasuriya, who gives them the left-arm spin option. Kadeem Alain as well from the West Indies, an all-rounder to watch. So, again, I think a side that's very, very well-balanced overall. And I think that balance will hold them in good stead, given the experience in that setup as well. So I like the way this side has come together.
And like you said, I think the experience, but also having that balance, because you need sort of everyone to come together and all the pieces of the puzzle to work. And Zazai, as we know, in T10, absolute monster.
Absolutely.
But let's move on to the next team.
Yeah, let's move to Quetta.
Let's go. Quetta Cavalry.
Yeah, let's go to the cavalry side because they've got some good cavalry in the mix here. Liam Livingston, he's going to bat, I wonder where, in a T10 format. He'll also bowl a few of those leggies and maybe the off-spinners when the left-hand batters come in as always. Jason Holder, again, a critical man in this setup. Mohammad Amir, Sikandar Raza has turned out to be one of the best all-rounders in the world of cricket at the moment. Andreas Gauss from the USA, also a very good talent. They then added some West Indian might. Evan Lewis and Fabian Allen, two very good signings for me coming into this setup as well. They've also gone down to the end and actually added Gudakesh Moti, another West Indian in the mix. And also like the way they stack up with the UAE talent. Mohammad Wasim, Abdul Ghafar, and also someone like Bin Zafar. So you've got some really nice local talent. Ali Nasir was one of the optional picks for them as well. So again, they've kind of gone the route of saying, okay, how can we unearth more talent? Yes, we've got the big names like a Liam Livingston or a Jason Holder, but how can we groom more talent around them? And I like the way this team stacks up as well. One of the new setups, it'll be really interesting to see how they go up against some of the biggest names in the world of cricket.
While you're really doing this draft, do you ever think to yourself, I hope this team picks this player?
I kind of do. When you look at some of the unsold players going, it almost, you come to it and you say, how have they not been picked? Why have they not been picked? And then you see them going to a team and you're like, whew, it's good to see them turn up now when the league comes around and when the tournament comes around. So we've got, I guess, a couple of teams left.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Let's take a look at the Royal Champs.
The Royal Champs, they started strong in the pre-draft signings. Jason Roy, up the top of the order. Angelo, Matthews, Shakib Al Hassan, Chris Jordan, and Daniel Sams. That's 4 out of 5 key all-rounders in the side. Niroshan Dikwela with the gloves, again, a key man. You've also added a bit more behind the stumps in the form of Mohammad Shehzad from Afghanistan. He'll open the innings, perhaps. He'll be quite chirpy behind the wickets with the gloves in hand. Rishi Dhawan from India, experienced campaigner, bowls those medium pacers that could be interesting in this format. Liam Dawson, the left-arm spinner. Isuru Udana, look for those back-of-the-hand slower balls from the Sri Lankan left-arm pacer as well. Rahul Chopra from the UAE. Haider and Zayed Ali also from the UAE. But later, they added Ziaur Rahman and also Aaron Jones in their optional rounds. But again, you look down this side, and actually it's top-heavy. It is stacked at the top with the all-rounders in the form of Angelo Matthews, Shakib, Chris Jordan, and Daniel Sams. Rishi Dhawan thrown in the mix as well. Liam Dawson comes in with a bit of left-arm spin to go with Shakib. So again, they've got options, and it'll be nice to see how they fit in the local talent around this setup as well. So yeah, a well-rounded squad for the Royal Champs too.
How important are all-rounders in a format like the T10 that's explosive, it's the fastest format, versus just specialists?
I think it's absolute gold dust, because you can bat them anywhere, you can get so much more out of them, and you can kind of just play them as a batter or a bowler, and you need those players who will just sort of balance your side. The all-rounders, especially when you've got the likes of an Angelo Matthews, Shakib, Daniel Sams, or even a Chris Jordan, they're dynamite on the field, great with the ball and the bat. So they do pretty much whatever you need for that side. And I guess that leaves us with just one side.
That leaves us with just one side, and that is the Vista Riders. Let's take a look. We had Srishan join us as well today.
Yeah, and they were busy. They were really, really full of smiles through it. I like the way they stacked this squad up, because for me, a lot of the work was done before the draft. Faf du Plessis, Matt Wade, that's a left-right combination should they use Matt Wade at the top of the order. Sreesanth himself will be electric to watch on the field. I like the fact that they've added Monk to the side. It just gives a flavorful setup in terms of Murli Vijay and Sri in the same side. Dwayne Pretorius, Bhanuka Rajapaksa, 2 very good pre-draft signings for me as well. And then Andrew Tai. Now, this guy's got so much experience. Again, bowls those knuckleballs, will play around with the pace as well. And to me, a very, very key signing. Unmukh Chand, again, great setup, very confident young man. Still, I call him young. He's been around such a long time. He's even got his own autobiography, but the guy is still young and he wants to prove a point. Ben McDermott with the gloves will be key. Dilshan Madhushankar is amazing to watch with the ball. So too Nahid Rana. Angelo Pereira, Sean Dixon, Harshit Kaushik was one of the UAE signings to go with Ansh Tandon and Rizwan. But then you look through that lineup, Akeem as well coming in, and Israullah Naveed. So again, like I said at the top, the great work and the core work was done before the player draft. And then to add a bit of experience to the setup as well. I think this is a dark horse to watch coming into this season of the Abu Dhabi T10. I really like the way this stacks up, because they've just got batting all the way through. And I think Bhanuka Rajapaksa was a top pre-draft signing as well.
I could tell. No wonder they seemed so relaxed throughout. Even while I was chatting to them, they were all smiles and, no nerves.
No nerves whatsoever. You know what? I think I've done enough talking for the day. I think we both have.
I think, you know what? The squads have been completed tonight for another incredible season of cricket's fastest format. Once again, the 2025 Abu Dhabi T10 will be held from 18th November to 30th November, live from the Zayed Cricket Stadium in Abu Dhabi.
Mark your calendars. That's all I'm going to say. Mark your calendars.
Mark your calendars, guys.
From Tanvi Shah and myself, Suhail Chandok, all we're going to say is we will see you on the 18th of November. It is going to be an unbelievable season of cricket's fastest format. It is good night from us here in Abu Dhabi. We'll see you at the games.